So we're live on the interweb this morning. It was a crazy night last night, exciting night. A lot of cool stuff happened, a lot of fun, unexpected stuff. Went live with Jay. We talked about a lot of different stuff, and then the show kind of got hijacked by mainstream media when they decided to turn their focus to online true crime podcasters, and Jay stole the show. So it was fun. It was a good morning. Lots of crazy info coming in today. There is a possibility they arrested Megan's boyfriend. Now, after really digging into it for a second, it could just be a crazy coincidence. And so I want to read some information that I received from one of the trusted online sleuthers, and a couple of things. There's a couple of things. This Chris arrested was also arrested by Colorado County SO Sheriff's Department, just a little west of Houston, but he was arrested in Harris County. But what are the chances of another Christopher Green arrested the same day for tampering with evidence, human remains in Harris County? I think either the right Christopher Green has been arrested and law enforcement has tied him to the wrong person in their database because he popped up with priors. It's possible. Or it could just be a huge coincidence. That's kind of that. Those were some theories from some people that have put some stuff out. I've put a bunch of tweeters out there, a bunch of Twitters. I put a bunch of Twitters out there trying to find out if, in fact, it's the right Christopher Green. See, and Nikki says, and that's the same thing I found. I found some charges with that guy from 2017, so it's almost like they just arrested this guy on a 2017 case and charged him. So it could be. Post I saw said he was charged with Heidi's murder. I've seen a lot of posts, but here's the deal. Can anyone show me again, I don't always trust mainstream media, but I don't have boots on the ground in Houston and Austin. So if somebody can pull a mainstream media post that says Chris has been arrested, that would be brilliant, because they would have posted that shit. They would have posted it. The other thing is we should be able to find a mugshot for the man who's been booked for those charges. And so, but nobody has been able to find that. I think, y'all hear all that racket in the background? That's like the Dalton house. That is the Dalton house at its finest. I got three wonderful women, and I love it. Post versus facts. Yeah, what I do have is I have a long list of phone numbers. I have a long list of phone numbers for one Christopher Green. And so this morning, a couple of things I want to talk about. One, I'm going to mention it, and y'all might get mad, and some people be like, oh, you don't have to mention it again. But I had something happen yesterday that I want to talk about, and that is Jay is for Justice got recognized on mainstream media, and it really just lit a fire under me not to get recognized on not to just get recognized on mainstream media. There have been a few cases that have been literally busted open by podcasters and by YouTubers and online sleuthers and true crime people. And I think it's about time, instead of just reporting on a case, instead of just reporting on one and talking about current events, I'm not going to stop doing that. I'll still follow Heidi's case, but I think I'm going to go through some cold cases. I'm going to ask you guys to reach out, send me messages about cases that haven't been solved. And let's just pick one. I'm not going to try to pick 50, but I'm going to pick one to put efforts into to see if we can't stir something up in it. It's a different it's a kind of a different way of going about it, because it's not going to be a bunch of live videos of us ranting. It's going to be a lot of work to do the legwork to get information about these cases. But I took it back over there. But I had to. I will. I know. I feel like that with the amount of information, the amount of people out there, that we could maybe make a difference in a case that has been cold or that the cops aren't necessarily working on. There's a few around here that it might be easier for me to pick up because I'm local. On Colorado Springs, there's a couple of missing women that they're just cold cases. Nobody's doing anything for them. And maybe if we dig, we could make a difference in someone's life that way, other than just reporting about cases that are happening in real time. I know there are a lot of crime sleuthers that are out there doing this. So it's not like I'm some, crazy epiphany of an idea. It's just maybe something that is open to me because of the attention being brought and the amount of people that are willing to help, like the people like you guys. And so getting out there. So anyway, just a quick little deal. We have a missing woman in our town, and it seems like law enforcement doesn't even care. Yeah, exactly, Mackenzie. And so again, there are hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of cases like this. And I don't know that maybe we pick one up and we go for 6 months and see what we can do. And we devote 6 months to it. And then if we have to move on to another one, we move on to another one. But I just feel like that could be there. We're going to follow Heidi's case all the way through trial. We're going to follow it through till the end. Just like I've been following the Kelsey Barrett case. Kelsey Barrett's case not over yet. Okay. And so we're going to follow all that through as well. Look at this. See, I got my staff working for me. Oh, look at my beautiful wife. My beautiful. Oh, don't get up and jumping on me, Ella, my beautiful Ella, got me my coffee. So that's just something going to be 2020. That's kind of a little future 2020. It's my New Year's resolution to pick up a cold case and see if we can't light a fire under it. So there you go. That is what would have happened with Kelsey Barrett if her mother had not insisted she would still be missing. Case. Absolutely. And we have some mothers we can talk to. There's a particular case here in Woodland Park that I'm also going to visit this year in 2020, and I'm going to devote some major time to, and that's the Mindy Lee case. Many of you have heard me talk about Mindy Lee's case in the past. Now, the difference in the Mindy Lee case is that there are investigators that have literally spent years and years looking into the Mindy Lee case. And I mean, these are guys with resources. Bobby Brown was paid and spent years and years. Bobby Brown from Bobby Brown's Bail Bondsman, also made famous on TV with Dog the Bounty Hunter. They spent years looking into the Mindy Lee case and didn't turn anything up and didn't really stir anything, didn't really light any fires. But they play by the rules. Dad with a phone, he lives on the edge, and we may be able to stir some shit. So, and Jepsy's case too. Jepsy's case to me would be one. The hardest thing about Jepsy's case, and I want to tell you the hardest thing about Jepsy's case, is there's a language barrier with the family, and there's this geographical thing. So Jepsy's case is definitely one we could look into more, and it could be a great one to go into. But and that one would be one we could stir law enforcement with. I mean, Jepsy's case is the first case that came to my mind this morning when I was thinking about this, trying to get into a cold case. It's just something that, like, I realized that I could sit here and talk. I can say a real good game, and I can tell you how this new medium, and I call it a new medium because, let's be frank, I'm an infant in the true crime world, and I'm an infant in this online sleuthing community. But But with that being said, it's only going to get it's only going to go this way. This thing's only headed up. And so as we see this online community grow and the resources grow, it's the resources behind this community that grow. Like I said yesterday, and it was just a perfect example. Jay literally was a perfect example for the true crime community, and it was that she was utilizing mods and she was utilizing people to feed information that then all of a sudden opened and sparked this aha moment right online, right in front of everyone, and then it got recognized. But in my mind, if we could have one of those aha moments with a cold case, we may be able to truly make a difference in someone's lives and someone's family's life to get closure and stuff like that. And so that's just kind of like, it was just an added little prod to me. It was like, Michael, you need to do this. You need to really think about where you want to take this next year in 2020. So it's just a little tidbit there. Now, did Jay ever make it over here? Actually, I don't know if she's in here yet. She might not have showed herself. She was gonna hop on here, and so I needed to send her a invite. But I'm trying to think of I can't really. Oh, default email. Let's go Gmail. I'm gonna Gmail this link over to her, so that if she wants to jump in, she can. J is for Justice. Hey, Jay, I just sent this to your J is for Justice Gmail if you're listening. So if you want to hop on StreamYard, we can get into maybe making some phone calls here. This could get crazy because we have a lot of phone numbers for Scott Phillips says it's a different Chris Green. I really think it is a different Chris Green. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start calling Chris Green numbers, though. The one that we think is the right Chris Green. I have a list of numbers sent to me via some sources, and we're gonna call these numbers. All right, here we go. 713-858. This is call number one. We're trying to get a hold of Christopher Green. If there's anyone that's in chat and you guys know him, maybe you're in the Austin area and you found Dad with the phone through J is for Justice, or you found Dad with the phone online, and all of a sudden you've been watching this case. And if you know Chris and can get us some information on maybe how we can talk to him. And if he tells us he doesn't want to talk, we're not going to harass him. But sometimes these guys want to get the word out, and we're going to give them the opportunity. Hello?
Hi, you've reached Lizzie Buttram. I can't get to the phone right now, so please leave me.
That would be the wrong number, because we ain't trying to find a female. But okay, here we go. 713-858. You know, I have to go through this because these are numbers that have come to us from sleuthers and people that have been doing online checks trying to get a number.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 713.
Which is, and so what I'm going to do on that one is I'll put a star by it and say we'll call back, because the first one was a no-go. Abby, muffins over here. Muff, come here. Come here. Come here. No, Jen, are you coming up too? Come on. We're not both of y'all. Y'all get in trouble. They can't get on. They're not supposed to be getting on this seat unless we're. Okay, 713-264. Thing is, you got to be ready because any one of these phone calls could be him. So a lot of people, I've actually had people ask me like, what do you, I couldn't call him. I get nervous, whatever. Listen, people want to have a talk. They want to talk. And if you're polite, you might get something out of them. Might get a little info.
The person you are trying to reach is not accepting calls at this time. Please try your call again later.
Triple star. That one guy, that phone number gets a triple star. Why? Because they ain't accepting phone calls. Triple star. These are the kind of shows that we might not get nothing. We might get 100%. All right, let's see here. 218-318. What are you doing? 218-318. Jay, if you come on and you're in here, I sent the link to the StreamYard to your JS for Justice email. You can get that shit in your email. 90. Ooh, I almost gave you the number. That's the other thing you want to be careful at if you're going to do this. You don't want to give their number out online. I've done that before, and it just doesn't turn out good. I'm going to call this one, and then I'm going to text Jay, make sure she knows that she wanted she's
the wireless customer you called is not available at this time. Please try your call again later.
All right, let me text Jay real quick. She might be watching Don't Fuck with Cats. I've been trying to get her to watch Don't Fuck with Cats since last night. And I asked her to say today, did you watch Don't Fuck with Cats? If you haven't watched Don't Fuck with Cats, I'm sorry, that's the name of the movie on Netflix. Don't Fuck with Cats. Don't get mad at me for saying the F word. That's just, it's in the name. Sponsors, it's the name. Call Netflix. I'm live and sent a link to your email. So she might have just got sucked into that. So we might not hear from Jay for 3 hours because she's watching Don't with Cats. 713-409. Somebody's here. Somebody just knocked on the door, Ella.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Happy Saturday. Let's see what else we got. We're not. This ain't looking like we're picking it up. 713-409. I did that one. 281-789. The only one that's picked up was a woman. So who knows? My sleuthers might be slacking. Their online databases they paying $25 a month for may not be giving them legit info. Yeah, Clue Girl is dead on right there. That's one that needs to get up there because, listen, law enforcement interviewed Chris. He did not have a body discovered in his backyard and not get an interview from law enforcement. If you're just joining, we're making some phone calls to some numbers that we believe was related to Chris Green. That number just went to a dead end. 281-345. Got to call them all. I got like 7. Oh, whoa, somebody just texted me. Who just texted me? Oh, that must have been Jay. She said, wait for me. It's too late, Jay. I'm eliminating numbers as we speak. I'm eliminating numbers as we speak. Jay's on her way in, but she wanted me to wait for a second, so I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait just a second. I'm gonna tell her we called 3. We only got 3 numbers left. So I'm gonna wait until she bums in because she said, "Wait, where is that beam of light coming from? Y'all see that beam of light shooting through my? Maybe if I move my camera a little bit. I got a beam of light coming right through my head. I don't know what the heck that is. Where is that coming? It's coming from right there, wherever that's hitting.
Yeah, I was trying to keep that thing in the middle, but you messed with it.
I messed with it. Look at this. Look at this. I got a sexy woman climbing all over me, trying to fix her blondes. Ooh, look at that butt. I know, but you should see what's on video.
This guy's messing my curtains. I already had to be up here earlier.
I still got to
rearrange them.
I actually can you close that one?
Why don't you get off my pretty stuff? Yeah.
Welcome to my love of my life.
Oh, you got my pretty plant over here knocked down. Come on.
Y'all see me messing? Y'all see me messing right now? What's a voicemail? I got a voicemail. I got a new voicemail. I just talked to the boys over at Discovery ID. Yeah. Oh, where the crap is that coming from?
What?
It's like this weird.
Whoa.
It's like a glow of light right on the top of me.
What's wrong with the camera? It's not the.
It can't be my camera. Oh yeah, it was my camera. There we go. We got it. Nice.
Y'all just got a lot for free.
Got a free show from the Dalton house. Oh, a lot of people think he's booked. Your wife teasing us guys. D-Wop getting in trouble. I can't help but love how you adore your family. I do love my family. They don't always love me though. I'm hard to love. I can tell you that much. I'm a hard cat to love. And my family loves me a lot. We've been trying to make some phone calls. Oh, Jay's here now. Shit. Jay's sitting in the. I gotta put my headphones on though. I'm sorry, Jay. She's sitting over here going like, I'm right here, damn it. I came in and she's in the chat here. Let me get my shit on. Jay, we already made some phone calls, but we didn't get nothing. Freaking answer machines and women. That's all we got. Are you there, Jay? Are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I haven't been sitting here long. I just joined. But who did you called a couple of the numbers already?
Yeah, we called, but we got one woman answer machine, and then we got a bunch of no answers, we're not answering phone calls right now. But I got another number. I'm about halfway through.
What about that top one? Did you try that top one?
Yeah, the top one I called, and that's the one we got a woman answer machine. Totally different woman. Like she says her name. It's not him. But I still got a couple of numbers, and it could always come down. Oh, damn it, dogs! It could be the last ones. So let me see.
Did you sleep in that hat?
We're sorry, you have reached.
No, I did not sleep in this hat.
I'm just kidding.
Now I'm taking it off. Shouldn't have made a joke about it. You lost it. Where's my other hat?
So not nice.
Where's my other hat?
I gotta send little Ella a hat.
You guys send Ella a hat so she can do a commercial for you.
Yes.
Let's try it. Let's keep going. I'm gonna keep going on these numbers so I can get through them. So let's see. I only actually have one left. 713-996.
We are calling Chris Green, or trying to call Chris Green.
Yeah, and a lot of people think Chris has been arrested because there has been a Chris arrested. Now, what I'm understanding though, for the guy that's been arrested, one, the name doesn't match up, the date of birth doesn't match up, and the Chris Green that has been arrested actually stems from charges, I believe, in 2017. So they just arrested this guy on charges that they like he's been maybe either been out on bond, maybe he got arrested, not either way. It still could possibly be.
It's really coincidental, isn't it?
Well, and yeah, and one, Christy, who Christy, she's a real good online sleuther.
She's a sleuther.
Yeah, and so Christy said there is a possibility that it's a misbooking. Like maybe they really have the right Chris Green, but whoever was booking him in
put him under the wrong Chris Green.
Yeah, linked him to the wrong Chris Green. Now, very seldom does that happen because they go by date of birth, age, social security, all that stuff. And also, he was actually the guy arrested was actually arrested outside of Harris County, but then booked into Harris County. So he was arrested in not the New Jersey little city, whatever the New Jersey village is where he lives. So I don't know.
That bothers me, D-Wop, is the charges.
I mean, no, that's what I'm saying. It's
so bizarre,
so coincidental. And so he could very well be in jail. And this could the guy in jail could very well be the real Chris Green, but it might not be. So let's try this last number and get these out of the way. Maybe we get lucky. We'll see.
Thank you for calling Office Depot Supply Chain Location. Your party's extension number. Please dial it now.
I think Chris Green. No, I think a Chris Green works at Office Depot. I found
he does?
a LinkedIn. No, okay. This is the thing. I found a LinkedIn, and a Chris Green works at Office Depot as like a office designer, but the picture on the LinkedIn is a woman. So I'm thinking that that's Chris Green, like a Christine Green or Christina. And that's why it came up. Yeah. So that came up in the phone numbers Office Depot.
So all those numbers are duds, except for maybe one of them that said they're not answering phone calls at this time. Because you got to believe that if we're not the first one to try to get a hold of this guy. Listen, the media paid Patrick Frazee to get an interview with him in jail, and he took their money and then didn't do their interview. So the media is going to try to get a hold of these guys as quickly as possible, and it doesn't look like he's answering. How many Chris Greens are there in Harris County tampering with a corpse?
Right?
Shit, I don't know.
That's the thing that makes no sense.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question, Lisa. That's a good question. Yeah, you can't, I don't know. It is a little bit weird. So that's why it could be the wrong booking info, and it is the real Chris Green. I feel sorry for that dude, because if the other guy gets pulled over, he's in trouble now.
Well, did you get any response from any media on that?
Let me double check. I haven't been. Let me check my.
Because I reached out too.
Yeah,
I don't think I've gotten any.
You should reach out to the girl who ran your story and be like, "Hey, we're getting info that Chris is arrested. Can you verify?"
I can reach out to her. Yeah, I did not, but I reached out to the guy that contacted me from that station, that KU, whatever. But he has not written me back. But I could try to find her on Twitter, probably. I think I have her on Twitter.
Had to be booked. Okay, what we do know is in the middle of the night last night, they did transfer Megan from Houston to Austin. We have verified that. So she is now down in Austin and has been booked into probably her final resting place through trial. She does have a bond, so that kind of sucks that they didn't book her on no bond. But I think once they verify where, if they can get the information from her, I gotta believe they're interrogating her today if they haven't already. But they're gonna have to get the information on where exactly the murder happened before they charge her. See, they can charge her with they're going to charge her with the kidnapping out of Austin. They charged her with tampering with evidence and tampering with tampering with a corpse, and those charges are out of Austin. But if in fact if it turns out that she ended up taking Heidi to Houston, then they would charge her out of that county, Harris County. So these jurisdictional wars are sometimes crazy. In this case, I don't think it's going to be like a war. I think most of the charges will stem out of Austin. And but I think there's a lot of little circumstances why they haven't charged anyone with actual murder yet. So
I wonder if we can get a number for Katie Gibbs, who is also on the deed of that house. If maybe someone could help us get that.
Yeah.
Because it was Katie Gibbs and Chris Green that were on that house.
Yeah, I'm so glad they used that video of yours, because I was so confused on how y'all got her name, but it was through that registry. It wasn't necessarily, she had just tied that registry to that address.
Yeah, I don't know if
That's
she's ex-girlfriend or what.
Well, no, I'm talking about Megan. Like Megan had tied that address to that house, and that's how that all came down. Because I was so confused, because when you were like, they were looking.
I think it came down like this. We found it was Chris Green and Katie Gibbs, okay, that came up on that house.
Yep.
And then someone did a search and found a baby registry for a Chris Green and a Megan Humphrey.
Yep.
Well, then Megan Humphrey came up as an associate of Chris Green. So it kind of all tied together.
Yeah, no, it tied. It tied,
linking from the house.
Yeah, linking to that house, which is crazy. But had you guys not had that guest in there, y'all would have just skipped through that because y'all didn't know who Megan was. And
Absolutely.
So that was what was crazy, is because when I listened to it again, I was like, and I listened to the edited version. I know it's the edited version, and I'll go back, and people have been asking where that link is. Can you
to the original video?
Yeah, to the original video. They want to watch the original.
Chat.
Yeah, put that in chat, because I got 3 messages this morning that were like, "Where's the original video that Jay?" And they thought you pulled it down, and I was like, "She didn't pull that down.
That thing's staying up forever."
So there is, we'll throw that. Jay will throw that in chat, and then it's
unless someone forces me to take it down.
Oh.
Do you think, DWAP, now I might be stretching a little bit here, but do you think that audio could be used in a trial at all?
I think it will be used to pull Carissa in and do an interview with Carissa. I don't know if they will actually use your audio, but I know that they're gonna pull her in and talk to her, because it's like that same guy, Tim, right? Or is it Tim from they're going to pull him in too and get a
conversation with her.
They're going to get a testimony from him. And so the fact that Carissa says she's been talking to her every day and that Megan's been calling every day, they're definitely going to pull her in for an interview.
See what Megan's been saying. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And so that'll be something to watch as that unfolds. Now I thought about it. I mean, like, if they may use it as foundation though for her testimony. So, man, my freaking camera I'm just looking like an angel right now.
Because you are, DWAP.
They may use it as a foundation though, because of because of how it was so there's no way it could have been planned. There was no way to pre-script that, and it was just like she had that raw emotion. So they
Mm.
could use it as a foundation to her testimony. But I think the real thing they'll do is pull her in to testify. So, and she would probably be willing to testify in a heartbeat.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. Or Megan.
Okay, I'm gonna send you a picture of something I'd like you to share with chat if you could.
Okay.
Because I want everyone to get a visual of this.
Okay, well, email it to the
Oh, you
dad
want me
with
to
the
email
phone.
it?
Yeah, email it
Okay.
to the real dad with the phone at Gmail. And that way I get it and I can just pull it straight to my computer. And if this is a baby bump, I'm not gonna put this up.
Oh, Michael. Would I send you something like that?
Dude, women have already been sending it to me all freaking morning. They've been sending it to me all freaking morning.
No.
Yes, they have. I swear. That's why I think you're about to send that to me.
Oh my God.
Because these women have been like, here, Mr. Dalton, this is what you need to do a live video in.
Oh my God.
Freaking. And for you guys, all right, I'm waiting for it.
Can you just share your screen as you open it?
Oh my gosh.
Wait, split screen because I want to see your face.
Oh.
Like,
you're crazy.
Did you open it?
No, I'm opening it right now. I hope I don't share something I'm not supposed to here.
Wait, zoom in on the belly button.
Oh gosh.
That's what makes it special.
I don't know how to zoom in. Oh yeah, I do.
Okay, we see the belly button. That is all you, D-Wop.
Jeez.
That's gonna be a drop ship to your house.
You better not send this to me. Yeah, don't.
And I'm gonna address it to Miss Nikki so that she makes sure you get it.
This is what she wants me to wear because I made fun of her because they did the baby bump.
You know what would be even better?
What
is if the next court date you actually wore that to court. That should have been the deal before I agreed to forgive you.
Man, I'm so glad I apologized to you before you made the news. Because you would have been like, screw you, Dalton. You're just calling me because I made the news.
Douche with a phone. What do you think you are?
You and Keck would have had a time with me.
Oh, dude, I would have went live with her.
Oh, I would have followed up with Kay then.
Oh, I'm sure. You know, Oni did.
Oni's a punk, man.
I know. Yeah,
He's
he followed up.
He
followed up with Miss
the definition of a punk.
Oh, hey, have you heard the latest? Speaking of all that, have you, not to change the subject?
Yeah, change the subject. Let's change it.
Have you heard the latest on the author of the letters from Christopher?
Dude, she's busted.
Dude, that chick is
busted.
Done.
She confessed to it. We need to do a whole podcast on that.
I'm sorry. She said, I'm sorry. You can't just say you're sorry.
We need to pull all those videos. And we need to do a whole we can't start her now because we'll be going for hours. But that sounds like a great little show there.
Doesn't it? Oh, hi, Miss Ella. Dude, she makes my day for real.
She makes my day too. What do you think?
I bet she does.
I get to wake up to her. You want to play a little jig on the harmonica for him?
Oh, yeah.
Play him a little something right here. Come right here by the microphone. All right. Sorry. Cover your ears, kids. Nice.
Wow.
Get out of here now. You hijack my show every time. Everybody wants you to just put these headphones on and talk to them.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So anyhow, yeah, the whole Cheryl and Cato. I don't want to get too deep into it.
No, that's crazy.
Scott Reich, I don't know if you saw his name.
I did.
He's doing another one today. He's got the author she plagiarized coming on today, and I don't know what time.
Well, he had the author on his show. So
he had Sherilyn on,
Yeah, he had her on, and then he was real nice to her through the show.
Yeah, he was. And then he found out she was a phony.
Boom.
Dude, he threw her out on the carpet.
Boom.
And he's going to have this I think it's Ann Howard or something, her name is. He's going to have her on today sometime. So I want to definitely see that.
I didn't actually listen to his whole thing. I just saw his thumbnail and I was like, oh, Scott's gonna get her. And so because it actually came up.
So what happened was, this Anne Howard wrote a book about serial killers, and it's like a best-selling, award-winning book. And someone brought it to her attention that Sherilyn Cadle had 2 pages in her book that mirrored. I mean, Scott Rice showed them side by side. Yeah. She didn't even change any words. She didn't change any punctuation, nothing. It was like word for word. So this author, I think it's Anne Howard, she reached out to Scott and said, hey, this is what's going on. I've got word that this lady did this, that, and the other. Then now they're going after her. So apparently this Anne is going on Scott's show today. And
get out of here.
We're going to talk about this more.
I love you. You got to get out of here. I'll talk to you in a little bit. We'll do a TikTok together. We're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to watch that show, and I'm gonna have to watch the other one too. And I'll probably have to go back and watch the original interview just so we can get info, because we need to dedicate some time. We'll dedicate some time to the plagiarism, because the Christmas.
And I just say karma is real, guys. It is real.
God, that's crazy.
I love seeing it come back around. I don't know, and I see it so much on YouTube for some reason.
Well, you can't hide anymore. That's like if you just can't. It's nothing. You cannot hide anymore. There is no. If you're gonna say something, do something, then you better make sure that either it's the truth, or you're doing it with the intention of bringing truth, and you just got misled, right? Because when somebody's going to out you, somebody's going to say something, somebody's going to do something that's going to out you, and that woman got outed. Now, but the funny thing is the cover of the book was a plagiarism from another book. Had you seen that?
No, I did not see that.
Oh my gosh, I put that up because I just wrote. She actually plagiarized her cover. Wow. The red cover with Chris Watts' face on it.
Yeah.
It's actually a plagiarism of another serial killer book, and the design is identical.
Except it's Chris Watts instead of
Chris
whoever.
Watts. And there's a few verbiage things, but when you look at the 2 covers, they're absolutely identical.
I mean, can you not be creative enough, or have a couple people helping you to make a cover? I mean, I could make a cover of a book if I'm publisher. Come on.
Listen, kids get busted in college for plagiarizing papers. You're going to plagiarize a book and try to sell it, and you don't think you're going to get busted in this day and age? That's like trying to kidnap your best friend's daughter. That's exactly
very risky. Very risky.
Very risky.
So Anne Howard is her attorney. She's actually an attorney too. Get this. Not only did she plagiarize another author,
my
the author is a freaking attorney. An attorney.
Oh God,
this
you're
woman
in trouble.
Can't be any stupider, right? So then, not only that, this Anne is now demanding that this Cadle give her all proceeds from the book. They want every paper from every sale of that book. She's got to cough that up. She's got to publicly apologize. I can't remember what the other stipulations were, but end all be all, Sherilyn Cadle's name is nothing, is mud. And the end all be all of it is she's going to have no funds from this book.
But she's going to write a book about Patrick Swayze next.
Yeah, so much for that.
Mm-hmm. Listen, I plagiarize memes all the time. So if somebody wants to sue me for reposting a meme, and yeah, I mean, I plagiarize them all the time. I see a cool meme and I'll post that shit like I made it,
I don't think that's plagiarizing though.
Oh, I don't care if it is.
No, you don't.
No. And I plagiarize the news all the time. I'll rip their articles off directly. I tell people that too. I told Sam that. I was like, when they do the media pool video and they give the media pool to all the media outlets, I steal that media pool video. That's plagiarism.
Michaela says she's using this in every one of her classes. What do you mean, Michaela, about the plagiarism? Are you a teacher?
Oh, she's going to be busting. She'll be, yeah, you're going to get in trouble for talking about Chris Watts in school.
I think she did. You know what, Michaela? I think I remember you doing a piece on Chris Watts for a class or something.
I got a copy of the book. Somebody sent me the PDF. I didn't read it.
As long as you cite your sources, it's not plagiarism.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't pass off someone else's work as your own.
Shit, I do that all the time. I'm probably going to get sued one time.
So do 99% of YouTubers.
Well, yeah, but I ain't trying to make no money off it. People don't
They use our content for their content. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, the media does, but they have to ask.
No, I'm talking about other YouTubers that don't really have content. They just reuse our content, or not just ours.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
People that are doing things, they reuse that and talk about it or bash it or whatever the case may be.
I can't believe.
So did you and Keck kiss and make up? Did I hear that correctly?
So
I heard that.
We ran into each other in somebody else's live where I chatted. Like it was probably that one of those Oni girls, because I was listening to some things about Oni, and Laura happened to be in there. So then we kind of started. Oh no, she made a comment about a message I put up. That's what it was. I put up a message that I got from one of Shane's friends that was thanking me for not bashing Shane and thanking me for not, jumping on the slaughter Shane wagon. And then Laura says, oh yeah, I interviewed his girlfriend or something like that. Like the guy who made the comment to me, she said, I interviewed the girl. And I said, yeah, I listened to that interview. That was cool. You got that interview. And then, we started talking back and forth, and I was doing a live. This is the funny thing. I was doing a live video, and she was on a live video, and on her live video, she's at the end of her live video, she was like, "I got a big announcement, guys. I got a big announcement." And the big announcement is this: about a year ago, all of a sudden, this guy from Woodland Park shows up on the scene, and me and him just have a big blow up. And she's talking about me. She's like, D-Wop. And she says, but we have made up, and we were talking to each other, and we were messaging back and forth. And so she's saying all this stuff, and her crowd is getting excited. They're like, we listen to both of you. We love you both. We're so glad y'all are
right. Like, we're so excited.
Yeah. So excited. So then somebody in her crowd says, put up D-Wop's link so we can go find him. And she was like, well, wait a minute. I mean, we're messaging each other. I'm about to put up his link. And then she's like, I don't have his YouTube link. I'll put up his Facebook link. Well, I was running simulcast to YouTube and Facebook. And at the time I was running the simulcast and I was live on Facebook, I had just put a chat up like I have down that Stacy's little chat right here. And it said, QT perplexed QT is only being nice to you because she wants your info on the Texas case. Like now listen, but what was funny is so I put that message up and I'm like, no, man, I think it was pretty genuine. We were just talking about her interview thing. And then, but she goes and pulls my link, and all of a sudden she's like, look at his freaking, all of a sudden her name's on there. But it turns out that the person, she had just kicked that person out of her live
chat.
And it was a troll. I went and looked, and it was like a brand new account. It was like Justice for Heidi, blah, 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 blah. So it was like a brand new YouTube account. And I was like, oh, these little trolls are trying to play me against Laura for no reason, because she actually said like really nice things. And so, am I going to do a live video with? Look at this, kids. This is my wonderful life. I just got some sausage and a biscuit or pigs in a blanket. And
I still want some Miss Underground nachos.
Oh, well, if somebody would have come to the jail,
okay. I'm sorry, I mentioned that. No nachos for Jay.
No nachos for Jay.
nachos.
I got in trouble from someone. We haven't even never talked about that.
Trouble.
Yeah, I don't want to bring it up. It didn't need to come up online.
You already brought it up.
I didn't bring it up online. Yeah, I don't want to bring it up online.
Well, you did.
Yeah, but we'll talk about it later. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
In trouble with someone.
Yeah, I got messages from someone.
Someone I know?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You have to
Yeah.
tell me after.
Yeah, I'll tell you after. Remind me and I'll tell you.
It's not Kay, is it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, no nachos for you.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, so she said some nice things.
She's saying some not so nice things now, DWAP.
About me?
No, about me. She went live
Oh.
last night and said that I chased down the media and gave them my audio. They didn't come to me.
You know what I would say to that though? I would say, so what?
They still wanted it.
Yeah, no.
I still had it.
So what? I puppet the media all the time. I'll send a clip to them and say, hey, y'all run this, or check this out or whatever. First of all, if you, I know you didn't do that, but if you did do that, I would turn around and say, so what? Somebody did it, right? It might not have been you. It might have been one of your followers. It might have been one of your followers. It might have been someone who watched it and was like, holy shit, the media needs to see this. It could have been 100 different things. Laura can suck on balls because if she would put, I just choked on some balls. If she would put out content that was worth watching, and she could send her content to the media too, and maybe they'll run a clip. Why don't you send your interview that you got, Laura, with Shane's friend, and send that to the media? Maybe they'll pick it up. That's the kind of stuff that's crazy. You don't think that I didn't puppet the media during the Frazee case? You're crazy. Of course we're gonna. Of course. That's
you want
how
to include them. Yeah,
that's how we do that. I'm talking to the media now. I had Sam, the media,
right.
on
You
my
interviewed
podcast.
Sam.
So did I call Sam? Sam tells you I freaking was persistent. I had to write freaking corporate and beg corporations to let him come on the podcast. And
Good
so
point.
I mean, that's a ridiculous statement. Oh, Jay, chase down the media. What?
Right. Like that's all she's got to say, I guess, about it. And
Yeah.
that's that's another example of how shitty the people that I've met and come across on YouTube are. They can never just celebrate someone's success ever.
Yeah, turn that one on.
Bizarre to me.
No, and that's obvious. It's an obvious thing. And so she got me to say her name today, but again, I need a good villain, and she's a good. I think she's consistent at what she does as far as a YouTube channel. Like,
she is great at drama.
Well, yeah, and I have listened to her I listened to her breakdown of this case when it first came out, and everybody was doing it. She had that interview, and she even was like, "Oh, I got the first." She even said that on her YouTube. She was like, "I got the first interview about this case," and so, but it goes back to at least for me, and I know that I don't know if I can speak for you, but I'm pretty sure it's the same. It doesn't matter if we're first, last, in the middle of it. It's not a race to something. It's not even a race to be right. Like even about the speculation where I was like, we can't be doing that, or we should be careful when we're doing it, to be at least respectful to those people. But even the speculation thing, it's entertainment, first of all, and people want to watch it and people are engaging with it. And if you want to call someone, whatever names because they want to talk about stuff like that, it's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. But hey, say my name, good, bad, right, different. You're screaming Jay's name about her chasing down the media. Oh, freaking well. Anybody see that anywhere else today? I have a feeling it's going to show up somewhere else in the country. So I'm CBS affiliates today. Keep your eyes on their news. It probably won't get buried in the weekend. They may wait till Monday, or they may wait until they've had final arrest, but they will use that clip again because it happened. It was the first thing that came out. It was actually probably the first identifying of who actually Megan was. Love you too. Where y'all going? Ho-hoing?
Ho-hoing.
Ho-hoing Christmas. Go get the dog, girl.
No, I gotta get her with the treats.
Oh.
Are they going to drop off gifts?
Christmas shopping.
Yep, Christmas shopping.
Oh, they're going Christmas shopping.
And my daughter just let muffins out the front door.
So there's gonna be a search party. Let's get them together now for muffins.
No.
It'll start about 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time in Woodland Park at the DWAP compound.
Don't be sending people to my house.
Come on.
Oh man.
Did anybody ever find any numbers?
Oh, wait, let me call Jenny because I think we're gonna need a GoFundMe for flyers.
Don't make me start talking about that.
Oops, did I just say that out loud?
She's in here too, probably.
Oh, no, she is. You know she is. Hey, I emailed you a couple phone numbers for Katie Gibbs.
Oh, did you?
Mhm.
Katie, let's call Katie. Who's Katie?
Katie Gibbs and Chris Green were on the house.
Okay. This is the one who owned the house together. Let's call the Katie.
Hold tight, guys. If we get her,
713-705. Yeah, she might. I mean, like, it could be interesting. Depending on what she
may
says.
not even know Megan. She knows Chris, and I don't know. You never know what you're going to find out.
Katie. Here we go. It's ringing, or it's going to ring.
Hey guys, this is Katie. Sorry I couldn't take your call right now. Just leave your name and number and I'll get back to you as soon as you can. Thanks. Bye. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Katie. My name is Michael Dalton, and I live in Colorado. And I'm an online YouTuber, and we're following Heidi's case out of Austin there. And your name has come up with Chris, where and on the house where they found Heidi, and just wanted to speak with you. I can totally understand if you don't want to talk with anyone, but I'm not media, and we have a real relaxed conversation. We're just trying to find more information out about Chris, and if you maybe knew Megan, and just get your perspective on that. So if that's something you want to do, and I know you may be getting hounded, so I apologize, and you don't have to return my phone call, but if that's something you would do, you can give me a call back at 719-377-0343. Thanks for your time. That was her.
Yeah, I think it was her.
I think it was too. Well, if it wasn't, Katie's going to call me and be like, I don't know anything about that.
Well, I mean, her voicemail's not full.
Should I call,
try the other one?
Should I try the other number?
I think one of them might be a work.
Oh yeah. One is
number,
a work and a mobile. One's a work, one's a mobile. All right. 713-338. You can't hear me? You got me?
I can now.
Hello?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
I can hear you. You there?
Yeah, I can hear you too.
Oh, why did you keep saying hello then?
Cut out. I think it's my internet. I gotta get an Ethernet cord because my internet will cut in and out, and that's why I think people buffer a lot.
Yeah, but I run off wireless. I'm running off wireless, but I have like a fiber line to my house, so it's a little different.
Yeah, I don't know what I have.
713-338. I'm terrible with numbers, so I have to do this. 713.
I am horrible.
And then I have to make sure not to say your number out loud.
Yeah, you need to have like a notebook and pen next to you at all times.
Yeah, I should do that. That's actually
you know what? I'm gonna get DWAP a little pocket notebook.
Quit talking about all the stuff you're going to send me.
Personalized pocket notebook. You know, one of those little like reporter ones that flip up.
Hello?
Yeah, hey, I'm trying to get a hold of Katie.
I think you have the wrong number.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
I think the other one was her.
I think the other one is her. So I left a message. I thought it was a polite message.
Very polite. And I think the fact that you're not like, oh, I'm calling from NBC News affiliate Houston. Da, da, da. I think that the fact that you're like, hey, I'm a YouTuber. I think that kind of piques people's interest when you leave messages.
Yeah.
It's not as threatening or scary to talk to a YouTuber as it is, oh my God, the media is calling me.
Yeah. And people are, it could be interesting. And then that was through somebody, one of your sleuthers that you got in contact with Heidi's friend, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I was like, did she contact you or did y'all track her down?
Nope, she
But
found her in a group, actually.
cool. Yeah, and then went from there. Nice. See, that's what I don't have time. I don't have I can't. I'm glad that there are other people doing that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have time for that either. I couldn't
Yeah.
do half the shit that have half the shit that I know without people helping me. I mean, no way is this a one person job. Do all of that. Hi, Roger. Roger says, my two heroes, Roger Halstead.
Oh, I don't
Good
know
old
about Raj.
Raj.
I don't know about Raj.
I don't know about Raj either, but you know what? He's okay in my book.
Sometimes I think Raj and Tom Smith are related.
Oh, that's who Jenny's partnered up with. You know that?
Oh, I'm sure. And
Yeah.
Drama Deb.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know. I don't even know where their channel is. If
I don't either, but someone sent me a screenshot and she has her profile picture is her parents' dog.
Oh yeah.
I was like, wow, this girl has like no shame.
So
She has no shame.
If anyone's wondering who Jenny is, I've known Jenny for a long, long time, and I would put Jenny in a lesser category, but on the same track as Megan, is what I'll say.
The same crazy on a different level.
Maybe not to the point where she's going to kill people, but I can tell you right now, people have been threatened by her, and she has threatened people. And so I don't talk about Jenny a lot because I actually know Jenny and I care for Jenny, and I wish that things were different. I tried to make things different. I tried to bring her into this and have her a part of it, but she really did some really wicked things. So. The
thing is, DWAP too, I think you have to remember for yourself that even after she did those wicked things, you still were kind and reached out, in a kind way, and she still wasn't receptive. And I did the same thing. One last ditch effort. And it wasn't like we just threw this girl under the bus,
No, this is a girl I've had in my house. Like, this is someone who sat at my table. My wife is fed. This is someone who spent time with my wife. And then I had taught her in high school. I was her teacher in high school. I know y'all are like, you were a teacher? Yes.
I would have loved to have DWAP as
I was a teacher. And I still talk to a lot of my students. A lot of my students went on to be pretty successful in some things. And so there's a couple of them that I've talked with and see over time. And Jenny came back into my life in the Kelsey Barrett case. She was a Facebook follower or friend or whatever, but I hadn't seen Jenny in over 10 years when then she came down here and visited with me and my wife and did some stuff with the Patrick Frazee case with us. But then we found out that Jenny she just a lonely, troubled individual. And I'll leave it at that. So that's about as much as I'm going to give her today.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't really have to say much more than on the same crazy as Megan. So
yeah,
I think that's all.
There you go. It's just the same crazy.
Yeah.
Is Meg
enough about
and Chris
that.
the only ones that have been arrested? We don't know if Chris has been arrested right now. Confirmation hasn't. Okay, listen, I don't like having to wait for the media to announce stuff, but right now when I'm not sitting there and all we have is some misinformation from not misinformation, but some weird information from online, I just don't know if that's the same Chris. So Roger says it's not the same Chris Green arrested, and that's where I'm at right now. If it is the same Chris Green, they made a booking error and have put in some information that isn't correct as far as age, date of birth, middle name, stuff like that. And so, and the charges, nobody's been charged with murder yet, which is weird to me when you have a body, but I guess they're just waiting to get.
Maybe because it's the weekend, like maybe charges will formal charges will come Monday?
That is absolutely possible. And people are like, why would they wait over the weekend? Well, because the judge ain't going to work on the weekend.
Yeah.
And see, they have to get, the DA has to present those charges and get the judge to sign off on them. They have that. It's what they call a probable cause affidavit. And that probable cause affidavit has to be signed off by a judge. So there is a very good possibility, because she was first arrested in Houston, then she had to be transferred down to Austin, and then she has to go before a judge. Now, they transferred her in the middle of the night. And there are some courts where judges do work on Saturday, and they will arraign on Saturday via video, but it just depends on the individual court system and the individual process in which they follow. Like, I think they process people here in Teller County on Saturday through arraignment. Like, when you get arrested, you have 24 hours by law to get in front of a judge. They have to put you in front of a judge within 24 hours for arraignment. This is the due process. It's the way the system is written. But if you're arrested on Saturday, you're not going to see a judge on Sunday. You won't see a judge till Monday. And so it's
just like somebody who gets arrested on a Saturday. You're sitting. Until
Monday. Sometimes if you get busted on a Friday, you can get out on Saturday if your particular system has a judge on Saturday. But there are some systems that the judge doesn't meet with arraigned people. So it really just depends on if and when he was arrested. I see, because the news reported, and like that, I mean, we heard it on your clip. The lady said Chris Green has not been arrested, and that was last night. So this morning, though, there's all these reports that Chris Green had been arrested in and around.
Was there a time on that? Was there a time?
Yeah, there was a date. So the 21st. So today's
but
the
it didn't.
20th.
Oh,
Today's the 21st, so there was a date. So it had to have been after midnight last night. Now, here's what did happen. They moved her to Austin, and there's a very good possibility the second she walked in the door, they were on top of her talking to her, and she may have squealed on Chris the second she walked into the Austin doors. Because remember, when she was booked into Houston, she wasn't booked in for tampering and kidnapping. She was booked in on traffic charges. And then a warrant was issued for her arrest on kidnapping and traffic charges, and a bond was set by a judge, but she hadn't been arraigned and heard those charges. And that's why they hadn't released her name, because she hadn't legally been in front of a judge. And so I'm interviewing a good friend of Megan tomorrow night. Oh, you're doing that one, Jay?
Tomorrow night. Yeah, this friend actually lives in another state, and they are flying to Houston tomorrow. So they gave me the option of interviewing them this morning or waiting until Sunday night. And I opted for Sunday night because they're going to actually be in Houston and probably have more information than they would now.
That's awesome. So yeah, what time are you going to do that interview?
So tomorrow night it's going to be at, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you just fine. You're good.
Okay, I cut out. It's my internet. But tomorrow night it's 8:30 p.m. Central. Did you hear that?
Yep, 8:30 p.m. Central Time. That means it's 7:30 Mountain Standard Time, 6:30 Pacific Time, and 9:30 Eastern Time. So there you go for all you.
I'm still putting this whole platform for this together, so I will keep you updated.
That one will be.
I got to get my questions ready.
Better get your questions ready. You call
Dad. That's what I
did
with Carissa. I had my list of questions and I wanted to ask, and it was crazy because those questions in sequence ended up like pulling this information. It made her talk about Megan. And I'd love to go back and listen now because I don't remember at what point she brought up Megan and said, "Oh, I know what it was. I said, what was the last person to hear from her?" And she said it was her friend Megan. They texted about breastfeeding.
Oh.
Yes, that's how Megan got brought up in the conversation. So Megan, I think, eventually, anyways, would have been busted because she was the last one to supposedly hear from her, right? And then Megan said, "Oh, I texted her back and her phone was off." So with that phone and pings and all that, it would have taken a lot more investigation. But I think they still would have gotten where they needed to be.
Well,
if they,
and
if they
also
didn't have anything else.
Yeah, and also, I mean, so the one thing that has been brought up is in some of the initial reports from reporters, the police were talking about they didn't have any camera footage. The cameras at the apartments weren't working. And then we all of a sudden found out that, but there were eyewitnesses who saw Heidi get in. Yesterday, we found out that eyewitnesses, and I don't know, did they say they had footage of her getting into the car?
They do. Yeah, they do have footage. And you know what's crazy is when I had Carissa on, I had heard a report that the police said, and this was a quote from a little clip I found, and they said, police have talked to neighbors who have helped them piece together exactly what happened that day. So I was like, So I caressed. I said, this is what I heard. Do you know anything about the neighbors, what they saw? Have you talked to any of the neighbors? Have you been over there and talked to the people that lived around her? And she was like, no, I haven't. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah.
But now it all makes sense.
Yep.
The neighbors saw her get in that car.
And then they got the footage.
And they got footage.
Yep. Yeah. And so it should. And what they were doing, though, is they hadn't released that information. So that's why they were real interested in that car, because the vehicle was also seen at the apartments. Somebody just put in there that said Texas law says they have 48 hours to put you in front of a judge. That is very well probably the law there in Texas. And that probably is that way because of Sunday, right? So that they can have that you could sit in jail on Saturday and Sunday and then go before a judge. And so that's probably Texas law, no problem with that. I definitely believe that. Supposedly the footage was from the damn apartments. I thought there were no cameras. Well, that was what was mentioned, Casey, but they may have done that to put that they could have put that the cops can put that information out to the disinformation. People
to throw her off.
Yeah, to throw. Cops can absolutely 100% put out disinformation to try to flood or try to hold stuff off, try to buy time, all that. So
can I address Danette in chat?
The who?
Danette, she said, how in the world was the last person she texted or called not sitting in the Austin County jail earlier? And I think it's because they had their eye on Megan the whole time. Don't you? Maybe not the whole time, but I think they were watching her.
Well, I don't think it happened. So the question is when did they get? So, okay, we know that Shane was the first one to call. And then we know that he called and it wasn't till Sunday. That was Thursday. He called, he was interrogated and questioned on Friday and probably Saturday. Or they were looking for information Friday and Saturday, because Sunday is when the news broke, right? Or did it break on Saturday? The 12th is when she went missing. Thursday. Well, you and I talked on Sunday, wasn't it? When you told me about this case?
I think it was Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Sunday too. And then, so there was a day or two of we didn't know nothing. We didn't have any information, or we didn't even know about the whole thing. And then Sunday news broke. Maybe it was late Saturday night. I don't remember exactly, but Sunday news broke, and Sunday is when he did those interviews. And so he did those interviews and he did that plea, remember? And it was but it was similar to Kelsey's mother's plea. Come home, bring her home, right? And and at this time, we have to believe that the police were already looking into people. They were already questioning, knocking on doors, trying to gather information. And during this time on Sunday, when he did those interviews, they may have known, or may at least have had suspicions of people who, looking for, did she get abducted, all that stuff. And so I think they could have. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
I mean, if she was publicly saying, she texted with Megan or Heidi that morning, I would have to think that she sat down with investigators to tell them what was said.
Yeah, and that's crazy, right?
Did she show them her phone? Did she delete the message? Because we know it probably wasn't about breastfeeding. It was probably, hey, like you said, I'm in the area. I'm going to swing by.
Yeah, and I was really, really thinking about that because how did she get her out of there? And I think that there was probably either there had to have been some drugs involved. And I'm not talking about that Heidi was voluntarily doing recreational drugs. I'm talking that, like, did she drug Heidi so that she could get her away from the house? Now, obviously they're going to run autopsy and blood test and all that, so there may be evidence that there was some sort of sedative involved to subdue her. And then it'll be, she just had a spare car seat. I'm sure she had a spare car seat, put it in her because she was planning this.
Well, she was prepared. Yeah, she probably bought a car seat.
Yeah,
she's probably had that car seat, dude.
Yeah, and
I wonder if there's some freaky ass shit in her house.
Did you see, like, I did a video about how close the cell phone towers are to, like, his work and to her house and stuff.
Yeah,
because we know they're going to use cell phone information, because one, Shane says he talks to her at a certain time, and then there's literally and at like 7-8 o'clock, right? He says, hey, we talked right before I got in the truck. And then I tried to call her, when I got home and couldn't get a hold of her. And then he also says that they talk on a daily basis right before he goes into work. And so they're going to check those cell phone records of Shane, right? They're going to check Megan's cell phone. And what we did find out from the Patrick Frazee case, because Patrick Frazee went into the Verizon store and asked, can they recover information from a destroyed phone? And the Verizon guy testifies to this. He says we can absolutely, they can get information from a destroyed phone. Can they get information from a SIM card? Can they know whether or not? Patrick asked all these questions of the Verizon employee and got kind of frustrated when the Verizon employee said, yeah, you could destroy the phone. We have it's forever, guys. The records on your phone and your chats, where you go, the pings. My father was trained in this, and he told me that there was a case where he literally could, even after the guy stopped texting, could continue to track the phone minute by minute until a car accident happened, which was a fatality. And then they showed he was actually texting right before the car accident and killed someone. And so, man, that electric leash that you put in your pocket every day, it tells a story. And so it'll be part of this whole thing. Now, do you think she confesses and makes and pleads guilty after being caught with the body, being caught with the baby, all these phone calls that she's trying to cover her track? Do you think she goes to trial?
Do you think she's going to get a deal?
Do you think you'll have to ask Megan's friend, because Megan's friend will be able to give you an idea. Will she talk, or will she clam up, not say a word? Yeah. And so it'll be interesting to see what happens.
John Crime said, laughing at electric leash. It's so
John,
true.
Hey man, I heard you the other night on another channel, and thank you for the kind words you said about me. And I would absolutely spend 2 weeks doing a video with you if that's what it took. So there you go. It would be fun.
That'd be awesome.
One of those maybe we do the Patrick Frazee case, and you can do one of those. We can do one of those cool back and forth videos like you've been producing. So either way, I'm just throwing that out there, buddy. Send me a message. I was jealous you were on that other show, to be honest.
John Crimes. I love John Crimes.
I know you're all buddy with him, and I tried to get on and talk with him, and I never got responses. I was like, man, I'm okay.
John Crimes is one of the YouTubers, DWAP, over the past year that has stayed consistent. I can vouch for that. You're not going to get drama when it comes to John.
Oh, perfect. We're going to do a video. We'll work that out, man. So he's John says if they have video camera, he thinks she'll talk. Yeah, because that's the hard one. If they walk in and be like, listen, we see her getting into your car. Here's the video. What are you going to say now? And so if she tries to deny that stuff, which I don't think she will, I think this girl's crazy. I think this girl is 100% certifiable. And so yeah, public defender, public pretender.
You know, the crazy thing is too, is like you hear about these women like we talked about last night where they get kidnapped and then their baby's like literally cut out of them. Megan waited.
Bro, that happened in Colorado, in Lafayette, Colorado.
Yeah, it happened in Chicago not too long ago too.
Oh my gosh.
But isn't it kind of interesting that Megan waited? Like Megan waited until, and she was there for the delivery. She did it in a more like, I don't know, it's just crazy. It's the same outcome, but without the gruesomeness of, actually taking a pregnant woman. You know what I mean? I guess because she was her friend, it was easier for her to get the baby and Heidi together, rather than a stranger. Like these women are getting lured. This one in Chicago was lured by a Facebook Marketplace ad.
Well, okay. So then we go to the January Facebook Marketplace ad that Megan posted about the crib.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Was it easier to think about it and go, you know what? Heidi's pregnant now. When I could get her and her baby, once she has the baby, it won't be any problem getting them together. She's my friend, like that wouldn't be an issue. But if you're going to try to kidnap somebody and their baby, I mean, you gotta have a good opportunity to do that and actually get away with it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I don't think there's a scenario where this plays out and she gets away with it, right? Because I'm still confused. If the boyfriend hasn't been arrested, his explanation to she brought this baby home. Like, I know that she told Carissa, oh, I went to a birthing center, but is that the story she told him? I'm going to a birthing center tonight to have my baby.
Right. I'll see you in a couple of days.
I'll see you in a couple of days, and then shows back up, 2 days or 3 days after this thing happens with a 2-week-old baby and passes it off as her own. And this guy doesn't flip the freak out. There's no scenario where that's normal. Man, I still am. I can't get over that phone call because the way that Carissa sounded, it sounded genuine when she said, oh yeah, Megan just had a baby. I heard her baby.
I know, dude. She was just talking small talk. Like,
yeah, it was just genuine. Like, oh yeah, she's her best friend. They've been pregnant together. And then you were like, wait, what? Did you see
the feeling I got when she said that? I got this weird ass feeling because I feel like Carissa was trying to really get across there that her and Megan were so close. Not only were they best friends, but they had children the same age. Her baby is the same age as Margot, right? That was the feeling I was getting from her as she was talking about it. Like, oh my God, Megan just had a baby too. And, they're best friends. And it just made it sound like that just made their bond so much stronger. And then when I said, well, I was thinking to myself, what do you mean this Megan just had a baby? I'm like, how old?
Yeah.
And she said, 15, 16 days. I'm like,
oh my
what?
God.
Have you seen it? That was my next question. Have you seen the baby? No. It's a girl? Yeah. It was just crazy how it all came out right then.
Well, and then for them to be running the warrant on her house at that moment is what was crazy.
Oh my God.
To a boy, so no one may. Yeah, there were some people asking, well, was she going to try to pass it off as a baby boy? But you said that Carissa said she said it was a girl.
She said it was a girl, and her name was Luna.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just so
and
people
I found
understand
out that a brand of baby bumps or the fake baby bumps are called moon pillows.
Moon pillows.
Moon pillows,
yeah.
and then Luna is
man. And then you went down that baby bump story, which, man, if all I can see is Exhibit A. We have a moon pillow found at Megan's house, and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, Exhibit A, the moon pillow. Oh man. And listen, I've been listening to Jay. Jay's the one who brought me into your world and into this YouTube
I'm going to
world.
say one thing. I'm going to say one thing. Hold that thought. If this goes to trial and it's publicly televised and we see this, we see Exhibit A, me and you are going to go live and we're going to watch Exhibit A and we're going to do DWAP reaction.
Jeez.
Okay. Everybody heard that here. There's 300 people here.
Yeah. If it turns out that the moon pillow is any exhibit, it's not gonna be good for me, because during Jay's live, the one that basically was shown in everybody's house in Austin that they threw up on the news, at the same time I was live, and somebody comes in and tells me about these moon pillows. I'm like, where the freak did you hear this story? And they're like, oh, on Jay is for Justice. And I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to talk to Jay. I can't believe she's going down this crazy road. Blah,
oh,
blah,
you
blah,
laughed. Oh,
blah.
Jay, she's so ridiculous.
I didn't
Come
say
on, Jay.
I did. That's probably what I did say. But I want everyone to know that in no way, shape, or form was I on the same level as anybody. Just a sec. Somebody's knocking on my door.
I just saw someone walk behind that curtain. Did you guys see that?
Hey, how are you?
Oh, it sounds like a friendly stop by. Look at Quinny. Quinny, you're so cute. Yes, Romad, you missed the beginning of the live. I actually sent him a picture of what he's gonna have to wear, so you're gonna have to rewind and watch that.
Well, you be careful. Be careful. Muffins inside. Muffins.
Starlight.
They're okay.
Watch. I'm gonna ask DWAP if that was Oni.
General, come here.
Oh boy, muffins get out.
Yeah.
It does sound like a little grandma. She's probably bringing them like cookies or something. I picture Woodland Park to be that type of town, like where neighbors bring each other cookies. Maybe not after the whole coffee thing with Kelsey. That might not go over too well, but he's probably got some cookies and fudge, and he's probably going to eat them in front of us. You don't think it's going to go to trial, Scentless? And why is that?
All right, we'll see you, and I'm gonna come by and see you. All right, I will. Hey, I gotta go get my dogs. That was a DWAP follower. They just brought me a Christmas gift.
Oh my God. See? I bet you he got food.
General.
Him and those dogs. Casey, oh snap, let's do for reals. I would totally go. Are you guys gonna, if it goes to trial, you and Hello Starlight and Casey? Oh my God. I smell trouble already. Every old lady in that town probably loves DWAP. I bet you they do. DWAP to me is like this brother that can annoy you and piss you off so bad, but you can't stay mad at him. Like he's just that type of guy. He's all chasing muffins. I know. DWAP maybe doing business with one of Santa's elves. I think everybody should send DWAP fruitcakes. Send him a bunch of fruitcakes for Christmas.
Y'all still in here?
Yeah, we were getting worried when you were at the door. I was going to ask you, was that Oni?
No.
We were worried you were getting kidnapped.
No, this was could y'all hear her?
A little bit. She sounded like a sweet old grandma.
Oh, it's the old grandma that been following Dad with a phone in the Woodland Park Underground.
Oh my God,
and,
I love her. You should have brought her on, introduced her.
Yeah. She has stopped by a couple of times and brought gifts to Ella and brought gifts
so sweet.
to I just chased down my dogs.
Was it Muffins and General?
That got out, yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah, But she was like, I'm so glad they got that Patrick Frazee. And
She
they
said that?
yeah, she was like, they wouldn't have been able to do it without you. That's what she said.
Oh, I love her. What
I
is her?
know.
What's her name? Or you can't say.
Yeah, her name is Marge and Adam.
Aw,
And
Marge. What a sweetheart.
so she wrote, bring the family. She sent me her, she wants me to come by her house. You probably won't remember me. I did remember you. We love your YouTubes and thank you for all the work you do to make Woodland Park a safer place from all of
Aw,
us.
D-Wop, I'm gonna cry.
I mean, so like
Dude, that's what it's all about right there.
I get a lot of hate. One of these, I get more love than hate, but I love to like just tell people that one letter like this make me go for another year. Like if that
Oh
was
my
all I
God.
got.
Yeah. I mean, you could take 100 haters and get one thing like that.
And she brought me chocolates, biatch.
I thought you were getting homemade cookies and fudge.
No, I'm getting.
And I told you though, he's going to eat it in front of us.
Well, that way, if it's poisoned, then y'all can call 911. She did not poison me.
No, not Marge.
No, but that's the kind of love. I mean, that happened. I
No,
didn't
if that
plan
came from
that.
Potty Mouth, I don't know.
Nah.
I don't think I'd be eating it.
Well, this is a pre-wrap thing, so this looks like it's a pre-wrap package. So I'm hoping that she didn't go all the way to the factory to get these things. No. Look at this. She brought me a card and
It's
everything.
so sweet. We
That's
love you,
how-
Marge.
And
Do you
I
think
got
Marge
it.
is listening right now?
Well, no, probably not because she just came by my house.
Oh,
But
well, she
might
didn't have
be.
her Apple AirPods in, and
No.
that's how I picture Marge to be really like tech savvy, but like a little cute old lady, but tech savvy with her AirPods, her iPhone. She's
So the
like
fir-
grandma with a phone.
So the first time Marge, she came by, and the first time she came by, they literally kind of tracked me down via my live videos. Obviously, they were like, where is this in Woodland Park? And finally they saw something that they recognized. And so then they drove over here by where I live and they were looking for my house. They're like, oh, there's this red truck. Well, I happened to be sitting on the front porch right there. And they came up and really just showed incredible love to my family and my kids. And then today she stopped by and gave me
Is
some
she the
chocolate.
one that made the hats?
No, the hats came from Corey in Canada.
In Canada, that's right.
Canada, Corey out of Canada.
I loved that.
We receive all kinds of really. They want to send my kids shit all the time. I'm like, damn, this is my channel. Why are you sending my kids shit?
Oh my God! I just got another email from a news ABC.
Boom, girl, say yes. Hashtag yes. You must give credit to Jay is for Justice.
Wow.
And Dad with the phone because
I gotta email her back.
Yeah, email her right now. They're gonna run that story today. That's gonna start running all over. So, like I told you, we called this. Why isn't your Facebook banner yet? Have you not? Do you know how to keep a video from YouTube?
Yes.
Okay.
I just have to do it. Have to do it. You know what? I should have done that this morning.
Yep. You should.
Instead, I was online shopping because I'm not done with my Christmas shopping yet.
I know.
Dude, I'm telling you, I can't wear 20 hats. I get all discombobulated. I'm all over the place. I start shit and don't finish it like I was. Then I get up and I do something else, and then I never ordered the shit. So it's like I think I have like ADHD or something.
You gotta lay off those medications. You know,
I don't take any. That's probably the problem.
I'm teasing.
I need some herbal medications. That helps.
What is John
Helps
Crime saying? What is he saying? Wow about?
Wow, I don't know. Probably about what we
saying?
were talking about. What were we talking about?
Maybe the ABC picked your shit up.
Oh yeah. All right. Let me see.
She should remain silent. She should remain silent. Oh. Good for Happy Girl. Hoping doesn't lawyer up and continues to talk to APD. Y'all are getting big time. Well, it's all right. It's only because of you, Cindy Lou Who.
Cindy Lou Who. All right. This is exciting stuff, man. I mean, it's bad, but it's good. You know what I mean? It's weird feeling excited over someone's tragedy. You know what I'm saying? It's bittersweet.
Yeah.
This is what we do.
Yeah. Casey, yes, that was the old woman that sat on my porch. I showed y'all I actually put that video up. That video got put up and people were like, she didn't want to be recognized. Like she said, oh, I don't want to be recognized, but I still put her up and people got all vindictive. She was like, she probably hates you now. Oh yeah? Did you get chocolates brought to your door for Christmas? But
okay, I got confirmation from KHOUTV that is not the right Christopher Green.
Good.
That
Good.
is not him.
Official.
There's some other Christopher Green there fiddling around with a dead body, but it ain't the Christopher Green we're looking for.
So there you go. That is you write that shit down as official fact, baby. You heard it on Dad with the Phone first from J is for Justice. So
you are so treading lightly. I love it. How long is this gonna last, Mike? I'm really gloating in this. I'm really kind of
actually probably till Monday, because then you'll owe me. So
couple days.
Yeah. Yeah, you just get the weekend, and then Monday you're back to owing me.
All right, I'll take it.
But
I'm back to owing you.
Whatever that means. We're gonna have to pull now you're gonna have to pull all your clips, because they're going to start running them all over the country. If ABC reached out to you, because that wasn't an ABC affiliate, that was a CBS affiliate. Now,
that was CBS. Yep.
If ABC has reached out, they're going to start running that. Can you get an interview with Tim Miller, DWAP? If I had Tim Miller's number, I'd call him right now.
You can hold it, Tim Miller. Look up Texas Aquasearch. Want me to get his number right there?
Yeah, just text it to me real quick. I'll call him right now and talk to him. It's middle of the day. He'll probably pick up. The one arrested isn't the right one, Casey. Nope. Chris Green.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Are you texting it to me?
Oh, you want me to text it to you? I was just going to give it to you. It's like their business phone.
Oh yeah. Give it to me.
Yeah. It's 281 309 9500.
All right, we're calling Tim. His name's Tim Miller.
Tim Miller, Texas Aquasearch.
Hello?
Hello, Texas Equisearch. I'm sorry, I'm fussing at my son because we're at home and he's
No,
got the TV on.
no problem. I was actually trying to get a hold of Tim.
Okay, so he can't be reached at this number right now. This is the office line, but I can send him a message for you.
Yeah, my name is Michael Dalton. I'm an online blogger and YouTuber.
Hold on one. Let me get up.
Oh, perfect.
Is it Michael Dawson?
Yeah, Michael Dalton, Dalton.
Okay.
And I'm calling about Heidi's case, and we saw his interview and just wondered if he would give us a few words. I'm an online blogger and YouTuber under the name Dad with a Phone. You can find me on YouTube and Facebook, all the social medias, but we follow cases all over. And we knew who Tim was, but all of a sudden his face showed up, and we've talked to some other people related to the case and thought we might try to get a hold of Tim. So that's what we were calling about. We'd love to promote what you guys do, find out. That's more of what I'd like to do, is find out what you guys do, why you do it, and then how Tim got into this case and kind of went from there. So if my number is 719-377. Oh, okay.
1 second. I'm typing as fast as I can.
Oh, you're typing. I'm sorry.
So
No worries.
I'm a little slow.
No worries. You let me know when you're caught up and I'll give you the number. I'm sure y'all are getting inundated with calls.
Oh, yes, very much so. Okay, is it the number you're calling me from by chance?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he can give me a call right on this number.
Okay, perfect. I will send that information over there. So I'm actually sending it through our press agent, Destiny Duval. She's
Absolutely.
the one who handles all this kind of requests and schedules for him.
Perfect.
And so if you hear back from her, don't be surprised that she's the one who calls you, because that's
Awesome.
pretty much how we do this.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your time today. We'll talk to you later.
Have a great day.
All right. Bye-bye. Should I did it? Beth says I should have dropped Jay's name. Do some name dropping. Jay is for
Right.
justice.
That'd be awesome if you got like an official, interview with him. Sounds
Wow.
like he may be open to that. If
Well,
this girl schedules appearances for him and it can give him an outlet to kind of talk about what he does. That'd
Absolutely.
Be cool.
Well, that's
That'd be
what
really
especially because what he does falls right into all of this. So even not just this case. So
You're eating that candy in front of me.
I'm sorry.
I knew you were going to do that. So not fair. I need a Marge in my life.
John
Marge.
thinks that if not charging her, what if not charging her gives her hope she can get off to entice her to snitch on Chris? So the question is we have had information. I've tried to call Chris. I've called like 17 numbers that, not really, but like at least 8 numbers that were around associated with Chris. I just can't get a hold of him yet. If she hasn't been charged with murder, John's saying maybe it's because they're trying to get her to rat out who helped. I can't get past the fact that I heard reports that 2 people had been arrested. And so somebody else, first of all, John, if she snitches out Chris, then she took a play right out of Crystal Lee Kenny's playbook, and so it's very possible, but I just can't get away that they arrested 2 people, I think. And even though we don't know the names, because they haven't even police have not officially released the name of Megan yet, even though it's, and the news was even like, I don't know why they haven't released it. It's public record. We can go find it. And they found it, and so, but the police haven't released her name yet, in a press conference. Now, I think they're going to do another press conference on Monday, because they did the press conference before they had info and before they had raided the house. And so now they're going to have to catch everybody up eventually, whether it be just a little bit of info. We've made an arrest. This is who we've arrested, stuff like that. So, or immunity for murder charges if she talks. I don't think so, man. They got a body. They got the body at her house. They don't have to give her a deal. Just like Patrick Frazee never got offered a deal. People think that the deal is immediately, and that isn't necessarily true. Especially when they have, you want to talk about physical evidence. They got her vehicle, her getting into her vehicle, and now they have her vehicle with a body in it. They don't really need to offer a deal. That's kind of a slam dunk case. And unless all of a sudden she tells this incredible story of something, man, I can't get past the fact that this is her best friend. This is, she was in the hospital. She was in the hospital when that baby was born. Oh, they got kidnapping and tampering. Yeah. So if they got kidnapping and tampering with a deceased body, the space in between is kidnapped, murdered, tampered. You can't tamper with the deceased body if somebody else kidnapped her and you ended up with her, what? Somebody else got her, killed her. You kidnapped her, someone else killed her, and then you tampered with the body. I think she gets all 3 charges eventually. I think they were waiting on finding out where the crime actually took place, and who knows? Who absolutely knows? It's a weird one. What are you doing? You doing all your emails?
Yeah, sorry.
She's like, I need to do these emails in the morning, but instead I'll come on a live. I'll just be quiet and I'll be typing my emails.
You're funny. I'm almost done.
No, it's all right. You got to get your press out there, girl.
I don't want to wait too long. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're fine. I'm just going to take you offline. I'm just kidding.
Whatever. No, I'm done.
Heidi in her car. I need a number for the ex-husband. Who's ex? Need a number for the ex-husband.
They're talking about
Megan's ex?
No, the ex-husband of who? Megan?
Was Megan married?
I don't know.
Was it in her? No, it was in Megan's Neptune. It was Megan's vehicle the body was found in.
Her Nissan.
Imagine being the baby when she grows up and see a picture of herself when she was born next to her mom's killer. Damn, John.
What? Wait, read that again.
So John just said, imagine being the baby when she grows up and sees a picture of herself when she was born next to her and her mother's killer, because her mom was there with, or Megan was there with.
That's messed up. It's so messed up.
Oh, see, Jenna K is saying maybe Chris didn't want nothing to do with Megan, but she pulled the old "I'm pregnant" card. Because it was his house, she was living there, and I did hear that he tried to break it off, but then all of a sudden,
I'm pregnant.
I'm preg.
Mm-hmm. I did read something too where somebody said she was just awful to him, and that he would have a lot of stories to tell about things she did to him. No one went into detail, but
I'm gonna go back to. I'm trying to think. I starred one of those numbers that said they're not answering phone calls right now. I want to see if I can get. I'm gonna try that number again. 713-264 713-264 713-264.
The person you are trying to reach is not accepting calls at this time. Please try your call again later.
To me, that sounds.
What is that? Not accepting calls? Can you?
They could just two things. One, they didn't pay their phone bill, but they still keep their number. Kristen, I'll give you a quick recap. So what we know so far is Megan, one of Heidi's best friends, was arrested and booked on charges of kidnapping and tampering with a deceased body. She was actually booked into Houston's jail on traffic violations. They arraigned her on the traffic violations and dismissed all charges of the traffic violations. The reason they did that is because then Austin put out what they call a kite, and they're gonna kite her over is the term, and they put it. So then she gets transferred to Austin PD last night. I don't know what time we got off live, but it was literally right after we got off live. The tweets came out. Let me pull that. I'll pull that. I think there's a video of her getting pulled out of a Sally port in. I think it was.
Was she laughing in court?
Well,
is that true?
No. Somebody said that, but here's the deal. She didn't even put her hand up, or she didn't even put her face up. She stood up with her head down, and didn't even put her like look up because she knew they had cameras. And why can't I log into my Twitter account?
Uh-oh. Dad with a phone has been hacked.
Been hacked by the hacks. They trying to hack our shit. That's what they're trying to do. Hey, D-Wop, it's Slew. Someone posted a number last night. Have you tried this one?
Yes, that we did try
I
that
did.
one.
I
That
did
was
try
one
that
of the
first one.
ones included.
Yeah, that first one. That was the first one I tried, and it came back no good. But thank you for sending that this way. I have a feeling that maybe we can get maybe Jay can get Chris's number out of Megan's friend on Sunday. It's crazy that she's going down to Houston. Was she going down, or was going down to Austin or Houston?
Who?
Megan's friend.
Oh, I didn't say it was a she.
Oh, well, that's right. You didn't say it was a she.
I said
I just assumed.
They are traveling tomorrow. So I'm hoping that their flight is not delayed or anything crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But are they going down there because of this?
For the holidays, they're originally from there.
Oh, okay. So they were going there anyway.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. They know a lot about her.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Now that you've done giving it away. I just hope some idiot don't try to scoop you.
Nah, it ain't gonna happen.
Ain't gonna happen.
I got that shit on lockdown. Ain't gonna happen.
Right now I'm looking at all these I might have a different number here. No.
Our live last night has almost 10,000 views.
Well, you can thank mainstream for that. I'd like to take credit for that, but I'm thinking that's the Austin media that sent some extra viewers your way last night. If you're just joining this morning, we've been making phone calls to every number we can get for Chris. We haven't been able to get a hold of Chris. There was rumor that Chris was arrested this morning. We have confirmed, and so I want you to throw out all the rumors. The Christopher Green that was arrested is not the Christopher Green that is attached to the case of Heidi and Margot. Yes, it's a random coincidence, and yes, we probably should find out what body he was tampering with, and yes, we should see if that's a case we should look at. But it's just not the same Chris Green. And so you can listen to all your YouTubes and your Facebook channels around, and you can believe what you want from the chicken fried rice people. But I'm telling you, Chris wasn't arrested yet. And it actually goes along with other information we have that last night Chris wasn't arrested. There was a reporter sitting in front of Chris's house, and she reported Chris wasn't arrested. And so, they found a body at Chris's house and didn't arrest him at that time. That's pretty much going to tell you that whatever he told law enforcement, or maybe however they got to that house, maybe he helped. Maybe he saw the story. Maybe he told them something about Megan. And so breaking news on Jepsy's page.
What?
Sleuth investigate, please send that my way. Is it, which Jepsy page is it on though? I have a Jepsy page. Did it go on that one? What's breaking news about Jepsy? I need to see this. Jepsy is a young woman that went missing on March 21st, March 22nd here in Colorado Springs. We actually called her boyfriend up, and it was a weird call. And I actually talked about Jepsy's case just this morning. Thinking about cold cases we may pick up. Let's see here. I'm going to look at this one. Okay, I cannot speak to how I found this out. Well, okay, anytime a statement starts with I cannot, Blake Wright writes, I cannot speak to how I found this out. Well, that makes me question the following statements, but I'm going to read them anyway, okay?
Okay.
I found this out as it is an ongoing investigation. However, having known Dane and his ex-wife's family for nearly 20 years, I am in a position to speak with authoritatively on this. Bottom line is that an argument ensued and he accidentally broke her neck. It happened while his son from his previous marriage was there. Police are looking for a body in a certain area, cannot say where, but it is highly unlikely she will not be found due to the nature of this area and the size of it. Dane has been on the run and has gone off the radar as he is afraid of what will happen to him, even though it was an accident. Dane's ex and others are actively helping police in the investigation. That is all. Let me see who
What
Blake
is the
Wright is.
Gypsy page? Or
Let me
Gypsy
see.
page.
It's missing. I'm gonna message this dude. This guy lives in Colorado Springs. He works as an administrator for a cloud engineering architect. I mean, he seems to be a successful guy. I don't think this is the guy I spoke with at
I just asked to join the group. I'm not in that group.
Well, are you sure you're sure not in, because it's the can I speak with you?
Oh, it's my new Facebook. That's why.
Okay, but it is the group that I have an announcement at the top. Like it's me that made the announcement.
I can't see the announcement because I'm not a member, but it says created 8 months ago by Michael Dalton.
Oh, yep, that's my group then. So let me go. I'll see if I can approve you real quick.
Yeah, I know who Gypsy is. I just didn't know what the page was.
No, she know you weren't on the phone call that me and Jay made. You hadn't heard that phone
people
call.
are like, Jay, it's the girl or the guy you guys called. I'm like, yeah, I know who it is.
She knows, she's just not in this group. Let me invite you and see if that helps. Oh no, you're a member now. It says Jay is for Justice is a member.
Someone must have Sleuths just approved me.
Okay, there you go.
Thanks, Sleuths.
So well, this is the case I was actually thinking about this morning when I was like, I want to solve a case now. One that no one else has solved, not like try to go interfere with an open case, not try to interfere with an open active case, more like try to go stir up a cold case, that they're not
unsolved.
Yeah, that's unsolved. And I was, Gypsy's case. I'll be interested to see if we can talk to Blake. I've messaged him on Facebook. I've messaged him through his comment thread, and we'll see if he'll talk to me. He is in Colorado Springs. I have, it looks like I verified that in the sense of he lives in Colorado Springs. I talked to another guy that was in the military with Dane, and I see if I have one mutual friend. Who's the mutual friend with this guy? Oh, Brother Luck. All right. Well, Brother Luck's superstar.
Who's Brother Luck?
Brother Luck's like a celebrity cook that is in Colorado Springs. He owns a couple of restaurants. He was on that show.
Yes, Kathy Newell or Cindy Lou Who. D-Wop did speak to Dane's father.
I spoke
Cindy
to Dane
Lou
and
Who.
Dane.
You've been around for a long time.
Shoo.
Oh, Daddy, chew your ass.
Dude, he said
he chewed your ass.
he said
he was very defensive of his son.
Well, some people don't have good relationships. Yeah, but that doesn't mean you want those people dead.
Right, or missing.
How do
Never
you
found.
how do you accidentally break someone's neck?
I don't think you can.
How is that like what how do you accidentally break someone's neck? Now Dane's a big dude. He's a big dude, and Jepsy's a really small person, small lady. But how do you accidentally break someone's neck?
Ooh. Ooh.
What do you got? What do you got?
Ooh, I got another potential good interview. Ooh, maybe we could do this one together.
Let's do it. Who is it?
She says, "Hi, I'm on your live right now." This is yesterday. "I'm on your live right now. I'm a funeral director and worked in Houston for years. I am able to explain the way that the ME works and any possible situations that they would be called to a location." It gave me her cell. That'd be kind of interesting.
Give me it. Pass it. I'll call her. I'll call her right now. Oh, don't.
I'll
text
forward this to you.
Just text it to me. We'll call her.
You want me to email it or text it? Because I'm on my computer now.
Oh, you can email it.
Okay, I'm gonna forward this.
I got my email pulled up with the pillow seat.
To the real Michael Dalton.
No, to the real guy with the phone.
I'm just kidding. I sent it. No. All right, you should have it in a second.
All right, we'll call it right now. I'll tell her where I got it.
I don't even look in my spam, and I just opened it, and that was there.
That's why I just need to give my shit over to someone else, because I don't listen to it. You know, if I tried to go through it all, I just get so frustrated and be like, I don't know if this is bullshit or not, you know.
It's a lot to sift through.
Yeah, so I might have to give my privileges over to somebody. What's this lady's name? Her name is Sarah.
Make sure you can trust the asses.
Yeah,
that's all I got to say.
I know, but that's the hard part.
What's whose name?
Nothing. I'm
Sarah. Sarah, sorry.
Yep. I'm gonna drop your name though, if she answers.
Well, leave her a message. Say you're on live with me.
Yeah, if I just get an answer machine. But I'm calling her on her cell, right? So
You've reached Sarah. Leave a message and have a great day.
Yep. Hey Sarah, my name's Michael, and they call me Dad with the Phone on YouTube, and I work closely with JS for Justice, and I got your number from her, and she's actually we're on the line together now. We were just giving you a call to talk to you about the email that you sent over. You can give me a call back at 719-377-0343. Thanks for your time. She'll be listening. She'll listen. And then she probably didn't answer because it's an out-of-state number. And she's like, who is this retard? So she'll probably give me a call back in a sec.
Did you just say retard?
Oh, you can't say that online, can you?
You can. You can. I've said it. I don't get overly sensitive about that, but some people.
Well, it's not you I have to worry about. It's the 300 people listening that somebody's going to be like, that is so offensive. So I
think I called Oni that when I was ranting.
Oni's a punk.
He is a punk. Isn't he?
That's what they call him in jail, a punk.
They'd eat him alive in jail.
Dude, if they found out you were calling the cops on people, they would slaughter you. But not only that, scamming people in need. That's the worst.
Scamming a mother who was missing her daughter. Her daughter was missing and he scammed her.
That's worse.
God. I mean, how low can you go?
Somebody said try to get Heidi's ex. I'm not trying to touch that, really. So that's like
that's too close. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't mind going after Megan's ex.
Or like Chris's ex. Or
Chris, any of those people. I don't. And if Megan's people reach out,
that's
or if Heidi's people reach out, it's different. And I have talked to people related to Shane and family of Shane. They don't want to talk right now. I asked them if they would talk to me, and they don't necessarily want to do interviews, but they did reach out and said some really kind words. And so we are some things y'all are going to get, and then some things you just don't need. And there's no reason we don't need to mess with them right now. Is this about Heidi? It's about everything. We kind of went all over. That's why I didn't really put a we just made some phone calls today. We've been calling some people. Nancy Grace started, Heidi Willing got Megan's car. Wait, my Facebook said Nancy Grace stated Heidi willingly got in Megan's car. No, she did. They have video footage and witnesses that witnessed Heidi and Margot getting in Megan's car. We know God bless Nancy Grace, but this is information that came out last night and went through and that's probably a good reason why they actually ended up at Megan's house. Some of us, even I was talking about Chris. I think Chris called, but I don't think Chris knew what he was calling about. I think Chris called CPS on her
for his own child, I think.
Yeah, for his own child. He thought it was his own child, unrelated. And then, obviously when they got there, he's going to be cooperating. And the story he tells we don't have yet, but it could be one of, hey, she was gone for a couple of days, says she was at a birthing center, because that's what she told other people. And so
DWAPers.
Yep.
Listen to this.
Oh,
the ABC affiliate that emailed me, she wants to send me clearance papers because this will be used on ABC News,
all over.
All their stations.
All their stations. Yep. Well, I told you that was going to happen. I told you that yesterday.
Wow.
You thought I was kidding, didn't you?
I thought it was just going to stay in that Austin area. Like,
no. This is a national news story, and so and nobody knows. Yeah. Hey, you bitches out there hating on Jay, y'all make sure to tune into ABC tonight.
But wait, Jay's tracking down the media.
Jay's tracking down the media, but listen, that's not how it works, folks. Now, I love this. I love it, Jay, because I just love it. It's gonna play perfect. It's playing perfect for me. Let me just say that, because I'm putting together a packet, and that packet's going to some certain folks. And as soon as that gets approved, those haters are going to shit themselves. And so I can't tell you all about that yet, but I will drop hints because I am confident. I'm going to speak that shit into existence. And the fact that this is all playing out perfect. And Jay was like, don't forget me. And I was like, I don't have to forget you. You're going to write your own story. And now our story is going to line up in May. That's all I can say.
That's exciting stuff. All I got to say is Ella better be there.
Well, yeah, my wife's not going to let me go to Florida and not bring the whole family because all her family lives down there. So
yeah, in Orlando, you guys can stay at a cool resort with water park.
You might have to go to Disney's. Go to Disney's.
Gotta do the Disney's. That'll be so fun.
Yep,
it's gonna happen.
So did you get all that? Did you get all that stuff? Did you get all that stuff sent off now? You sending off all that email? Did you filling out your paperwork?
I haven't received the paperwork back yet.
Oh, she just said she's going to send it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you're wondering what we're talking about, yesterday we'll pull up the clip.
Oh, let's watch that clip. Yeah. I'm just kidding. After I got off live with you, I put it on my TV. I was like, this is badass.
You're so funny. So we're going to watch a clip that was aired last night in Austin. This clip, or probably not this one, they're probably not going to have this black guy on there, or they'll have the blonde lady, or they'll do their own story. So instead of the blonde lady, there'll be another lady from ABC, because they're not going to run this lady on the ABC affiliates. But last night, me and Jay were live. Again, we were live, and it freaking got hijacked by the media. We start getting messages from viewers that said, hey, Jay, you're on the news in Austin. And I'm even thinking, like, what is Jay on the news for? What? Because they said they're using her footage. And I was like, what do you mean they're using? Now, if I would have put two and two together, Jay had told me earlier in the day, before any of this happened, she had texted me and said, hey, the reporters are reaching out to me. And so we didn't know what was going to happen or how it was going to all play out. But now we absolutely know what happened.
It was like, hey, Jay.
Yeah,
That was crazy.
yeah. So then we played this video, which I think I didn't check the audio.
Yeah, I
button.
started getting texts. You're being talked about on the news. I'm like, what? My God, my gasp. I can't with my gasp. I do that all the time when I'm
Dude,
shocked.
but that was
I'm like,
it was brilliant.
It was
So
like-
we're gonna
I really
play this
felt that
clip
way. I
for
was
you.
like, oh, when she said birthing center, I'm like, that is such a bullshit story. Like if she would have said, oh yeah, you know, Heidi went and visited her and the baby, like if it would have been legit. But when she said, oh yeah, she told everybody she went to a birthing center, I was like, oh, this chick's lying. I
Right.
knew right then.
And so this is what we're about to play. And I want to put a real quick disclaimer out before I play this video. Because people love to try to take this and stir it. We're not making Heidi's case about Jay. This is an example of the hard work and the preparation and the years that Jay's been doing this, that this is a natural progression for things to happen. It's going to happen faster online sleuthers, live videos. When we're covering these things live from other places, but we're getting people to come in that know victims and know people involved, know suspects, we're going to get those interviews a lot quicker than these news media organizations can. And this is a perfect example of a perfect timing, preparation. It wasn't on purpose. It wasn't planned, but because of preparation and because of hard work, the timing was inevitable. If it didn't happen here, it was going to happen with another interview. If it didn't happen at this moment, it was going to happen in another case. And so this isn't trying to make, because people tried to do that with me about the whole Dateline.
Quit making this about yourself.
Yeah, making it about yourself. For me, it's about where the world is going and how this community is going to make a difference in ongoing and upkeeping cases. So it's history. So that's why I'm playing this. And if you get a little negative, my mods will kick your ass out.
Against Firamuska today, but friends say they are shocked she's accused of having anything to do with it at all. Lauren Tallarico in Northwest Harris County tonight with that part of the story. Lauren?
Well, Len, last night before this whole thing started to unravel, one of her best friends, one of Heidi's best friends, was on a live podcast when she found out what was unraveling right here at Megan's home, and she couldn't believe it. Before the world knew, Heidi Broussard's life ended tragically.
This is Megan and Christopher here.
One of Heidi's best friends, Carissa Nolte, was a live guest on a podcast called J is for Justice.
I think they're just hopeful that she returns no matter what.
At the same time, information started rolling in about a search at a home on Bojack Drive. The hosts Googled the address.
There is a baby registry to the owners of that house. Megan, Humphrey, and Christopher Green have the baby registry.
Oh my God, that's Megan's house. Oh my God. Oh my God.
What?
That's Megan, her best friend that met her at church camp with me.
Carissa says they all met 24 years ago in Columbus, Texas. Heidi stayed close to Megan, but Carissa just reconnected with her since Heidi went missing.
I've talked to Megan every day, all day. She's been like sick over this. She just had a baby and she's breastfeeding.
This girl Megan just had a baby?
Yes.
How long
and
ago?
Her name's Luna. She's 15 days old, 16 days old. Her and Heidi are best friends. She was there in the room when Heidi had Margot.
Did you see her baby?
I haven't seen pictures of her.
But it's a girl?
Yes.
Megan for sure had a baby.
She told us she went to a birthing center and had her baby.
Throughout the interview, Carissa says Megan told her she's a wedding planner in Houston and her baby's name is Luna May. Although Carissa never saw the baby, she did hear her over the phone.
I even told her she sounded sweet.
As far as Christopher Green, the man who owns this home, he hasn't been charged at this point. And apparently, during that interview, Carissa told them that he was the baby's father. But of course, still a lot in this investigation. Len.
Yeah, it's certainly a lot for police to work through tonight. Lauren, thank you.
So that was the video that played last night. Now, and if you watch last night's live, I'm I told Jay, I was like, well, yeah, it's Austin. It's Austin tonight, but it'll be all over the nation tomorrow. And just like I said, ABC's reached out and they want to actually get a release so that they can send that video to all of their affiliates. And so no matter where you're at tonight, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 10 o'clock, you're probably going to be seeing Jay is for Justice on the big screen. If you do see her come up on, if you see her footage come up on the news tonight or in the afternoon or whenever, take a picture of your actual living room, big screen, and send that picture to Jay.
Oh my
So-
God. That's awesome.
Well, no, and it's, yeah, and somebody just said, who is this? Winter Solstice said that is some good investigating. No, it's absolutely some great investigating, and it really speaks to, like, Jay has her own television station, just like Dad with the Phone has his own television station. And she was doing a live report on this case as it was falling into place, and the cops were running search warrants, and information came out that no one else broke. No one else knew at that moment when that happened. Nobody else knew it was Megan. In a sense, there were people who said that car was registered to a friend, and the news was saying that car was registered to a friend, but through investigating and through you online sources. And I want to correct the news media, because Jay will back this up. Jay didn't look that shit up. Jay presented that information coming from sleuthers and moderators happening right there. She says that the host looked it up. Well, that's just the news. They freaking tell their story however they want. But everybody knows that Jay is very much appreciative of all the moderators and the investigators, and we've been talking about that, and I've been talking about it. That's why online makes this special, because we have a team of utmost unnumbered people, and people have all access to stuff, and so it just happens. So
Crazy.
showed in Austin. It's not Austin.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, it was Houston. Sorry. It was Houston. My bad. It showed in Houston, and it's going to show in Austin tonight. So it'll be on ABC in Austin tonight.
Someone said, "Oh, Jay, all 3,000 of us gasped at the same time."
I know, right? Think about that. Think about if you had a collective mic for all your listeners at once, and you could have captured that gasp from everybody. But your gasp was good enough. It was good enough. Can we get an impression of that?
I do it all the time. Like when something like happens, I'm like, oh.
That's it. Great.
But I knew it. It was just like those questions, and they did cut it. There were like some gaps in between there. They cut it, piece it all together. But I was like, do we know that she like had a baby? You know, she already told me, yes, it was a girl. No, I've never seen pictures of her.
Oh man.
You know? But just that, it just kind of my instincts kicked in. I was like, oh, this is a bullshit story. And this girl has the baby. I just knew.
And Jay's got Megan's friend coming on Sunday.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Watch out. Y'all think y'all heard something yet? Oh, we've been trying to get a hold of all kinds of people today. We've been trying to get a hold of, let's see here.
Chris's ex, Katie,
Chris's ex. Hopefully I get an interview with Tim. I'm gonna bug Tim. That's one guy I'm gonna bug. I'll call him on Monday if I don't hear back.
Yeah, that would be awesome. That'd be a great interview.
Yeah. Sleuth says she knows Stephanie R. You said Stephanie R is awesome. Do you have a number for Stephanie R that I could call directly?
You need to talk to Stephanie?
I don't need to. We got Tim's like generic number, but I thought if I could slide past there and just double check up with Stephanie on Monday or Tuesday, or maybe even tomorrow, I'll check with her on Sunday. But these people,
why are you saying Stephanie R?
Because that's the PR officer for Tim. The PR.
Stephanie R in chat?
Oh, I thought that lady said her name was Stephanie. Is the PR officer. That's why I thought she said her name was
confused.
Stephanie. Oh, well, I have to go back and listen.
Oh,
I'm talking
did
about
she
the
say her
PR
name was
officer.
Stephanie?
Yeah, she said she's gonna send this over to her PR, Stephanie, and then. But
Oh, I thought
maybe
you were talking about Stephanie Art.
maybe I missed.
Like,
Maybe
I
I
didn't know she worked though.
misquoted somebody. No,
Destiny. It was Destiny.
I was supposed to happen. Oh, gotcha. I don't
The
know.
girl you called was Sarah, and then
Oh, it was Destiny. I think somebody said the PR lady
Destiny.
was
Yeah.
Destiny. Yeah, I got you. No, we're good. That scares me.
Stephanie R is like that's. I'm like, I didn't know that about Stephanie R. And I
I'm
know
gonna call
Stephanie
Stephanie. She was like, "I'm scared." I won't call you Stephanie. I'm sorry, Destiny. But I thought maybe if I could get Destiny's number, but never mind. Just bypass all these gatekeepers. Those are gatekeepers. That lady I called was a gatekeeper for Tim. So we got to bypass the gatekeepers.
Hey, I was just looking.
I know, yeah.
This is what I'm doing. This is my ADHD. Okay, so I just was looking at my YouTube analytics for like listeners because I'm getting all these listeners from these articles or whatever. So now I'm proud to report that my gender in the past 7 days has gone up. The gender listeners, male, 8%
Yeah,
female is 91%. I have more males than I've ever had.
I haven't even checked my analytics on YouTube in a minute, but I know I have more male callers now because I'm getting calls from guys. I only used to get calls from girls. Now I'm getting calls from guys as well.
Yeah. Yep. Well, Romad is such a manly man that I think takes up 5% of that.
Bro, he broke me down into tears just about
Dude,
last
I love
night.
Romad. He is such a good guy. He really is.
Yeah,
He really is a good guy.
It was really, he said some really nice things. And
dude, he made me cry. I actually drove up to the gas station and I was sitting in my car getting ready to go in and I heard Romad call in and I was like, oh, I gotta wait. I can't go in while Romad's on. And I heard what he said. I started crying, man. He made me cry. He went to DWAP is 1% male.
so you just have to skim through. What is she talking about? What is Kim talking about? I'm trying to see what this is. She says, put the chat
in bold letters. I can't access it in live stream, so just skim through.
Oh, are you talking about like my link or?
I'm lost with that.
I'm lost with that too. Jay and Dad, you guys are great.
Casey. Oh, it's Stephanie. Hold, I put it in your chat at DWAP. So it's not Destiny, it is Stephanie. I don't know. We can replay it and find out later.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's what I thought she said is the PR lady. I thought she gave me the PR lady's name. And so
yeah, you know why women have to sniff things out, Danette? Because of men. That's where we learn our sleuthing skills, is from sneaky men. Think of that. Wow.
Is this where I just be quiet for a second and let you rant about
No, seriously, do you think that men can be more sneaky than women?
No. Fuck,
no?
Man.
You think women got it down pat?
Yeah, I think with a case like, I bet if you looked into all the cases where men actually murdered or committed crime, there's like a woman who didn't get charged with it. Well, let's look at the Patrick Frazee case, for instance. Like Patrick's spending the rest of his life in jail and Crystal hasn't spent a day in jail. Who's sneakier? The women. Now, in this case, Heidi's been or Megan's been arrested, but we don't know if a man's been arrested. So, but this one looks
Sorry,
like,
I was muting. I was getting something to drink.
Oh,
I don't know. I think that women pick up on their sleuthing skills because men do things to make us sleuth.
Shoot, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of side eyes from guys on that one, but.
Well, now all that your statistics just went down. You go check your analytics again.
Yeah, no, it's probably a 1%. I only have Romad. Romad's the only one that'll put up with me.
Well, who was that other guy? Jason called me the other day. You're Jason. You were like, my Jason is calling Dad.
That was my Jason. Yep, I never heard Jason call in ever. And I'm like, is that Jason? My Jason?
Yeah. I've heard Megan had money. I feel like she got a good settlement from her divorce, is what Nikki said.
Oh, she was married then, for sure. I don't know that. Do we know that for sure that she was married? Like, I do have Pancake. I have Pancake and Romad and George Dog.
Yeah, but I think Dre and Pancake were with me first. Am I right, Dre, or were you with Jay first?
I think they were with Jay first.
Or did they find Dad with a phone on Jay? I can't remember, but I met Pancake and Dre. So hardy.
I know you.
I took them for a tour.
Me on that one.
I took them for a tour around Teller County that you were trying to sneak in on with. Remember
I was
that?
not.
Yeah, you were.
I was not. That was Jenny. Jenny called me.
I know. Jenny called you. I was just laughing. I was like, "Why the hell are you talking to Jay right now?"
Is she live right now? I was like, oh, is D-Wop mad at me? That was another time when I went, because I thought D-Wop got all mad. I was like,
well, because I think I was dropping names or something.
Yeah, you were talking about something, but no, I wasn't live.
Yeah, I didn't care. Wish I knew y'all when we had the prison break here in New York. Of the
where
murder
is
feud.
Mr. Faramuska? Is there a Mr. or is that her maiden? That might be her maiden name. It's weird because she had the name Humphreys. She has the name Faramuska.
Mr. Faramuska. Somebody says her ex owns a vending machine company.
A vending machine company?
Cindy Lou who says I found D-Wop.
Oh, let's do a little poll for shits and giggles.
Oh God.
If you found Jay first, put a 1 in chat. If you found D-Wop first, put a 2 in chat.
Look at Jay trying to turn everything into a damn competition.
Oh, Jay's making it all about her. All about her. That's all she. It's greed. It's money. It's Jay.
So Jay, how long have you been doing true crime?
Since November of 2018. Oh,
no, you're lying.
Nuh-uh.
You did the Chris Watts case.
Yeah. Well, I guess. Yeah, I had my group.
Kelsey Barrett was killed in November.
August of 2018. Look at all those ones.
Look at all those twos about to take.
There is a couple twos. There's a couple. I'll give you that.
Well, see, but look at where the twos are coming from. Facebook. So because I didn't have a YouTube channel.
Oh, that's right.
So most of the twos are actually coming from Facebook.
Yep. You had the big following on Facebook, and I had the YouTube.
I had 16,000 followers at that time.
Okay, so why? So where's my people from your Facebook to my Facebook?
Well, hey, where are your 20,000 subscribers from YouTube?
I'd like to fucking know that too. Okay.
Yeah, I know you and
if you find all of them, let me know.
Yeah. Can we find those 21,000 subscribers on YouTube? Can y'all just come over to Dad with a phone and let us know you're still alive? So I just don't think those 21,000 subscribers are still alive. And so
can I say I just hit 22,000?
So there's an extra 1,000 over there. You know what we need to figure out though, Jay? This is what we have to figure out. If with how we could do this. I think with StreamYard, I think I could broadcast like these right now to all 4 of our show. Like I could broadcast to your YouTube and your Facebook at the same time that I'm broadcasting to my YouTube and my Facebook. And some people would be like, why do you do that? Because it's not about how many people watch this video. It's about how many platforms we could get to at once.
Yeah, it's about how many people we can reach.
Yeah, reach. And so if we did shows together and broadcast them simultaneously to all the channels, it could be an interesting thing.
Wait, Clooney wants to know how much did the first 16,000 subscribers cost me? Clooney, guess what? I never bought 1 subscriber. Not 1.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Like I haven't bought. Why would I spend money on subscribers? I don't even really care about subscribers actually, because if I have 330 people watching every day, that's more people than I can fit in any room in Woodland Park. So that's a pretty good size stage. I guess there.
People buy them.
Well, you can buy. Well, Twitter. The thing is when I think I had a talk with you about this though. Remember, because the guys, there was a guy on a podcast from YouTube, and he's like,
I'll take
you
care of it
get
when we
put
get
into
off.
a different category. Yeah, you get put into a different category when you start trying to buy subscribers, and so it doesn't do you any good to go on and buy subscribers. So, Romad said, Clooney, I think Keck is live. See ya. We lost Jay. She's using
No,
the
I'm
restroom.
here. I'm here. Sorry.
Romad
Jay,
said
what do
Clooney
you-
can
what
go
did-
over to Keck's channel.
Clooney, I think Keck is live. Well, the funny thing is, you'll be able to know when people buy subs and when they buy views, especially views. I watched it with Oni. So he bought subs, and then, like, I think if you don't keep paying for them, they eventually drop off. So
Yeah.
he called me one day and he's like, oh my God, I lost like 1,500 subscribers in one night. I'm like, that's not even physically possible. Like, you can't lose 1,500 subscribers unless you do something really super asinine and people absolutely hate you. Are you going to lose 1,500 overnight when you have like 5,000? That's not going to happen. So his subscribers dropped off because he didn't keep paying for them. And then his views, if you watched one of his lives, he would go from like 32 people to 110 people to 400 people to 1,000 people, like within 30 seconds. It just doesn't happen that way. You guys have to watch that. And I wish that more people would have noticed that, because then you won't watch these fake YouTubers. And waste
Well, and
your time.
I said that about a couple other YouTubers where I would look on their channel and say, they would say,
Mommy
well,
Ramblings too. Dude.
I have 20,000 subscribers, and I'm like, yeah, but your video has been up for 3 days and has 1,000 views. So like, and that's
And
what
then you
all.
look at their other videos and they have like 100. You know, it's obvious.
And so that's where I look at it's. To me, it's not about the subscribers anymore. It's about the engagement. Like I got a message the other day from a random page. I was on a 3-hour live, and someone was like, I watched Dad for an hour last night. And I was like, that's what analytics won't tell everybody. You're telling stuff, because what people don't tell you is right after this video finishes, YouTube tells me the average watch time of people. And, you know, when I first started, average watch times were like 12, 15, 20 minutes. Now my average watch time is 45 minutes, 35 minutes, an hour. And so when
really good.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And so it's not about, for me, the other day, I did a 3.5-hour live. And when I got done, I thought it was 5 minutes. It felt like a 5-minute live. And I was like, and when I did the interview with Sam, you know, if you do an interview and it drags on, a show drags on, and you're like, 3 hours, I can drag a show on for 3 hours, but it feels like 3 hours. The best shows are the ones you do for 3 hours and it feels like 5 minutes.
Yeah. And you're like, oh my God, I can't believe it's, 1 a.m. We went that long.
Yeah. And so, yeah, there is a lot.
I want to address Danette again. We were talking about the buying of subs and stuff like that. Oh, and I love the thing you flagged, DWAP, then J.
Well, no, hey, but there was a bunch of them. You've seen a bunch of them.
Oh, whatever.
Don't make me go through like 10 of them real quick. DWAP
She
and
said
J.
it's not how you get paid by subs and by those views, but you do get paid by those views. Okay. If YouTube catches you buying views, because they're paying you for those views, you're gone. Like, you'll never have another YouTube again. But not only does it doesn't maybe directly help with income right away, but the reason people do it is because they think that other people are going to look and go, oh my God, this guy has, 1,000 people in his live. He must be interesting, or he must be talking about something good. I must subscribe. So they think it's going to lead people to say, wow, this channel is really growing. It's really interesting. And then they're going to want to subscribe. So it's a trick. He tricked his subs. And that is the worst thing you can do.
It looks like we're going to get showed up, though, because I just put this up. So, yeah, I don't even care if people leave, because that would be a great show to go watch. Actually, I should probably close this out and we should go watch the show.
Yeah, I do want to watch that.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Hey, thanks everybody for joining. Jay, I'll talk to you later. We'll talk
All
later.
right. Thanks.
All
Mike.
right.
See
All
ya.
right. We'll see ya. Hey, thanks everybody for watching. I actually want to go over and watch this other YouTubers. So here's what I'd love for you guys to do. Go slam Scott Reich's YouTube right now and tell him Dad with the Phone sent you, and we want to know what's going down with this plagiarism on this Chris Watts book. So Scott Reich, can one of my mods please put Scott Reich's a link in the post? I'm going to end this YouTube right now because I'm interested in this subject. This girl from Chris Watts, she wrote the Chris Watts book, but she plagiarized it. Scott Reich is having the lady who she plagiarized on, but he also had the lady who did the plagiarizing. So so go hit that up, and I'm out of here. Somebody put Scott's what show? Yeah, somebody put Scott's his link in the YouTube right now so that people can find it. One of my mods can do that. Hey, there it is. Boom. Hit Scott Reich's channel up right now. I'll throw it up so that you can see it, and then you can go to it. But his channel is just Scott Reich. It's a true crime talk. Scott is a lawyer. Bust out of here and go check out that video right now. Thanks for watching Dad with the Phone. We'll see you guys on the flip side.